Against this right back, Charlie.
What's this? He's a YouTuber. You can't do that. Can't do that. What's he doing? Oh, God. Times free intro settings, people. Comment, like, subscribe. Pick up the Twitch channel and YouTube crew. Let me shut up.
I think it's like. You always just that active when that defending. I think it's like. You always just that active when that defending. I think it's like.
One more time for Rano.
You always just that active when that defending. I think it's like.
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian. Man. Come on. As the big man Ian Wright just said there, people deluded, I'm back again. It's Manchester City against Liverpool. What a way to kick off the return of the Premier League. Again, this is the first of 3 watch-alongs from myself. After this, we're watching Newcastle, Chelsea, and saving the best till last is Brentford against Arsenal, where hopefully we can sting the bees or be pest control would be a better play on words. As usual, if you're on Twitch or YouTube, big up yourselves. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and in some cases, good night. Big up my guy Derek, because it must be late in Australia. You know, you lot are mad in front. Australia time. Let me actually see. Oh, bloody hell. Big up yourself, Derek, man. Man said it's 11:18 p.m. Big up you lot, man. I wonder if you're tuning to I'm a Celeb and that, man. Big up yourself, Marcel. It should be a good game for the neutrals, you know. Honestly, you know, boy, to be honest with you, this is a title contender thing. You know, if anyone's going to stop City, for me, it is Liverpool. Obviously, I hope Arsenal. It's just Liverpool. One thing I admire about the club, obviously, Anfield is a fortress, and I don't know what Liverpool's away form or home form or what they're doing better at, but it doesn't seem to phase them. And this is going to be a big clash, man. This is going to be a big clash. Pep Guardiola up against Klopp, you know, they meet again. And as I said, it's a fantastic way to get back to the Premier League. If you look at it from a statistical point of view, in the last meeting in the Premier League last season, the last time these two teams played, Manchester City walked out and beat Liverpool 4-1. They have not won consecutive Premier League games against Liverpool since a run of 4 between 1935 and 1937. I don't know if you lot were here to see that. Liverpool have won just one of their last 14 Premier League away games against City, losing 8 and drawing 5. The last time they also won was a 4-1 victory in 2015. Now, that kind of threw me off. I didn't expect that, really. Last one in 14 Premier League away games against City. I can't lie. I thought it was more, you know, statistics is one thing, but I thought it was a lot more closer than that. This is the 4th Premier League meeting between Man City and Liverpool, both sides starting the day in the top 2 in the table. Only 3 fixtures have been played more often in the competition's history, with Arsenal, Chelsea, and City each taking on Manchester United 6 times as the top 2. Manchester City have won their last 23 home games in all competitions, and I think actually at the Etihad, people, they haven't lost this year, and also they've only trailed for 23 minutes, so Liverpool are up against it. But if there is anyone that does defining the odds and all those sort of things, it is the Anfield Reds, essentially. Liverpool have lost just one of their last 23 Premier League games, winning 15 and drawing 7. The last time that was the case, they went down 2-1 against Spurs in September, which was marred by VAR. You know, and the Spurs gaffer is out here. You know, he's a hoe. I'm sorry, Postecoglou. I do like you from a neutral point of view, but you're a hoe. Like, you're just trying to, you know, you're trying to be loved. That's how I know you're not going to do anything certain at Spurs. Wenger was hated and loved. Ferguson, Klopp, Pep, Conte, Jose, all of these guys with divisive figures. This guy just wants to hug up and kiss up with all the media and say, "All right, mate." You know, big up the Aussies, though. I do like Postecoglou, but just twerking for anyone that listens. It's going to be a long night, brother. Up the Gunners. Big up yourself, Derek, man. Get a nap, my guy. Get a nap. Appreciate your commitment, because, you know, it's 12:21 here, 9 minutes until kickoff, but yeah, it's crazy o'clock in Australia. And big up to you lot that are not in the United Kingdom, innit? One thing I do love about YouTube and football, it connects us, you know, regardless of our skin color, our cultures, our time zones, the lands that we live in, you know, all coming together for our love of the game, man. So yeah, big up yourself and everybody else tuned in. Shout out the Twitch ones, D and Let's Activate. One love to you lot for resubscribing with Amazon Prime. It means the world. John Ant, you're there. If anyone's got a link, please help out my guy M in the chat. Again, I'm watching this on TV. I am going to need a stream link for Newcastle versus Chelsea. Unfortunately, that is at 3 p.m. UK time. Big up yourself, King. Big up DG in the chat. Hoping for a thriller like Chelsea versus City, going for a 2-2 draw. Do you know what? In terms of a prediction, I don't know where I'm at because, you know, Liverpool versus City, Liverpool, it's fireworks settings, two great attacks, two great managers, two great teams, creativity all over. You know, it should be a fantastic clash of styles and a thrilling game for the neutral like myself. If you're a City or Liverpool fan, then your emotions probably gonna go all out the place. And this game, in theory, should have goals. You know, you got Haaland and Salah, and to be fair, both of them are in my FPL. So yeah, but when you look at it, you know, obviously there's been the international break. You know, teams haven't been playing. Players have been traveling all over the world. I don't know how much that's going to play a part in the quality of the game we see, really and truly. So in normal circumstances, I would normally say something mad like, again, like 2-2, 3-3, even 4-4. Do you know what? I'm gonna go even. Do I think there's gonna be 3 goals? As I said, in theory, I think there could be 3 goals in a game like this, but I'm gonna go 1-1, man. I don't think there's gonna be goals like that in this game. I hope to be wrong. DG, a young boy fan now. I can't lie. I have to apologize. NBA young boy. I don't know, forgetting, you know, being a man and doing your nails and that. Big up you lot. Don't cancel me if you want to do that. That's great. But I must admit, it takes a man to say sorry, and I apologize because I've been slowly but surely converted into an NBA Youngboy fan. He's got 1-2 good songs, man. Big up Chicago in the building, man. And obviously you're on Twitch, so big up yourself. I'm a nervous wreck right now, but I'm excited at the same time. Do you know the wickedest thing, Marcel? I know exactly how you feel. It doesn't make sense. But football doesn't make sense, really. You know, again, I'm just happy. Do you know what? I say that, but we've got Brentford, so I'm kind of just, it's the calm before the storm sort of thing. Brentford away, evening fixture. That is scary if I'm honest, but this should be a decent game. Big up Sturridge. Hey, Jurgen Klopp loves Sturridge, innit? Won't let the man go. Probably wants him to play up front. Yeah, I'm going to go 1-1. I'm going to go 1-1. Darwin Núñez and Haaland with the goals. Although, I hope Salah scores because, again, he's in my FPL team. Sorry, people, it is early. I need my coffee. But you can see the lineups to the left and right of me, starting with the home side. Edison, Walker, Diaz, Ake, Rodri, Akanji, Phil Foden, Julian Alvarez, Bernardo Silva, Jeremy Doku, and Haaland, people. Now, you'd imagine that Doku's going to play on the left. I think, you know, in normal circumstances, I like Doku. I do think people are overrating him a bit in that. I think he's one of the signings of the season, but I wouldn't say signing of the season. Yeah, you can bad up Bournemouth and that, but you know, you couldn't bad up Benjamin White. I do like him a lot. I think he's a quality player, and I do think if he can improve his end product, he'll be lit. He's a player that ironically Liverpool tried to sign when he was 16 years of age. Arsenal tried to sign. You saw my tweets that I retweet every now and again, in that, you know, I wanted him in 2019, but I think in normal circumstances, Grealish might have started today, but I think he's put Doku on the left just to kind of give Trent something to think about, because naturally Trent is going to invert, he's going to go into midfield, his strengths are passing the ball, and as much as Trent's going to have to find the balance to do that, obviously if you've got Doku, you're thinking about a foot race. You don't really want to be in that, really. So if Trent is out of position, there's an issue. Obviously, I would say the one thing I would say is an issue for Liverpool. And that's, again, I don't know why they didn't have the season they did last year, but I would say the only issue I would say for Liverpool, beyond, I'm sure their fans and Marcel might even be able to back me up, they would want more collective depth. Obviously, there's no Robertson. Tsimikas isn't levels, in my opinion. They don't have a 6. Had they had that Fabinho, which typically, you know, Trent used to kind of venture forward, Fabinho would kind of mark the space. I think that could come back to haunt them, really and truly. Szoboszlai, obviously, I'm sure a lot of you lot saw Pep Guardiola playing mind games as well, mispronouncing his name and whatnot. It's a good game, man. Both teams have quality players, really and truly. I see some Liverpool fans, even on social media, are getting at Jota because apparently he was up playing PlayStation all night. And I don't know how true that is, but yeah, man, it is what it is in that regards, folks. Hang about. Can you lot still hear me? What's YouTube talking about? Yo, am I still here? Yes, I am. I don't know what that was about, but yeah, time to get cooking, boys. I think it'll be a good game, man. Like, there's many contrasting styles. I just think both teams will cancel each other out. Apparently, Salah needs one more goal to become the 5th quickest player in the Premier League to get 150 goals. There's no way you can't say Salah is in a Premier League legend, and he's not one of the best players to play in the Premier League. I can't lie to you. I find it weird when we start talking about the best player to play in the Premier League, the top 5 and all of that, because there's many quality players. But if we had to say the best player, I think there's players that obviously there's many players that could lay claim to this throne, yeah. But I'm an Arsenal man. I'm gonna say Thierry Henry. I think some of you don't even have to support Arsenal. You know what he brings to the table, in it really. I'd say Thierry Henry. If not that, I think it has to be Cristiano Ronaldo. I think Salah's in there really and truly. I think honestly, I think Salah's in there just because of obviously he's done it all for Liverpool. Again, one more goal, he's got 150. He's a player a bit like Harry Kane last season in that people say because of that, they ultimately die by the high standards they set. People say, oh, Salah has had a slow season. He's not doing what he's doing and blah, blah, blah. But the goals are there, in it. So Salah's up there. So yeah, man. Jota's got to unfriend these Liverpool fans on PSN. It's crazy, isn't it? Do you think we should have went for Szoboszlai instead of Havertz? Bro, have you seen Szoboszlai and you've seen Havertz? Big up yourself, T. But 100%. Bro, there's bare man that we could have bought. Szoboszlai could have. You know what? Even if it's not someone that's going to play in centre mid, just in terms of utilising 65 million and doing better, you probably could have got Douglas, whether he's worth it or not. But it would have been better spent, but you could have got Douglas Luiz. We need a winger. You probably could have copped Jeremy Doku. You could have got Szoboszlai. You could have got Kudus. You could have got Maddison. He ain't kicked the ball for Chelsea, but you could have got Lavia. There's bare other things that we could have done, and I hope it works out for Kai Havertz. And I love what Mikel Arteta is doing, but I'm definitely looking at him very funny because 65 million. And why I'm looking at Mikel Arteta a lot more funnier is because. Like you could see Havertz in it. Like he's doing the same things he was doing in the Chelsea shirt. You can play everywhere, but what are you the best at? And whatever position you're the best at, whatever you lot say, is he the best in the Arsenal team? Where does he match up in the league? There's your answer. And obviously, Arteta, he could have, and I'll probably forgive him if that was the case. But you didn't just wake up and say, I'm going to sign Kai Havertz. You was probably talking with his advisors and the Chelsea counterparts for a couple of weeks or months, seeing the feasibility of the deal. You probably looked at it from an analytical point, what he can bring to the team and all of this. And Arteta knows more about football than me. I'm not going to back a man blindlessly, but because I like years we've done all right in signings, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But I can't lie what's in front of me. Kai Havertz doesn't make our team stronger right now, really. I am going to stick my neck on the line, yeah, and say, you know what, this is finally the day, though, that Kai Havertz scores from open play. He's scoring a header today against Brentford. Remember, you heard it here first. I think the deadline was 11 a.m. instead of 11:30. I'm not going to lie. Forgive me, God. But when it comes to FPL, I snaked all my friends. I didn't say a word. I didn't tell anyone anything. I knew it was 11 a.m. Kickoff is imminent, folks. Smash the like button if you haven't. It's Manchester City against Liverpool. I'm not going to lie. As I always say, I want controversy. I want carnage. I want entertainment. I want handbags. And I want goals. As a neutral, when you think of Klopp and Pep, they're two tactical masters and great managers and things. Everyone's got a plan to get punched in the face. The best thing for us neutrals would be within the first minute or 5 is early goals conceded either way. That just opens things up, man, really. Who do you think will stand out today? There's better man out there, man, really. But difference makers, or for me, I would say the key battle. I would say kickoff is imminent and it's happened, people. Again, smash the like button, keep the conversation going. But to answer your question, for me, the key area for me is Doku against Trent, because it's going to be a fantastic battle 1v1. And obviously, if City find Doku early, there's issues. If don't get twisted, Doku's going to have to do his fair share of defending following Trent and all of those things. So I'd say that's the area I'm looking at. It's here with Ederson. Boy, Manchester City's Rodri in possession. Who has he found? Good passage of play. He's found Phil Foden switches play, finds Bernardo Silva. It gets caught under his foot, but he still finds Doku. And we were just speaking about it. First little glimpse into Doku versus Trent. Jeremy Doku squares it. Cleared by Matip. Salah can't bring it down. Ake was fouled. Ref says play on. But not, as I was saying, Bernardo Silva is the one I think will make the difference today. You might not see him for 90 minutes, but he'll make something happen. Doku has found Bernardo Silva. How has Bernardo Silva still got the ball, blood? Liverpool have dealt with it, but it'll be a throw-in. That was, Liverpool are sleeping like us. City have started all right, but again, it's only a minute into the game. That was a bit nervy from Liverpool, if I'm honest. The throw's been taken. Bernardo Silva. And this is where, for me, obviously, I'm an Arsenal fan. I only care about Arsenal, but I think, and I'm pretty sure Liverpool fans have probably said it the whole time Klopp's been there. Probably would like a bigger squad. Now, they've got away with it on a while. There has been seasons where their players have been running to the ground. They're struggling with depth. They need a bigger squad. But I would say the glaring thing, Trent almost got caught in possession, but it's a goal kick. I think if Liverpool just grabbed that number 6, they're laughing, because it obviously Liverpool's midfield has a lot more than ours at this moment. Big up Declan Rice and that. But I just think if they had that 6, then they're in games like this, they're a lot more confident. It's like Liverpool or Klopp has to kind of commit to playing in a certain way. It's a bit like at Arsenal, God forbid, if anything happens to Declan Rice or in general, we don't have them physical midfielder profiles. So we kind of just have to play the cute and clever stuff with the Vieiras and etc. There's a free kick to Liverpool. McAllister is down at this moment in time. I'm sure the Brazilian boys from Manchester City want revenge on McAllister. I'm sure you've seen the scenes in that game. In fact, to be fair, Argentina have had Brazil's number in the last couple of games because they beat them. They beat them, obviously. The full international side beat them. The under-17s completely destroyed their Brazilian counterparts. I can't remember how to pronounce the names, but I will be doing videos. There's a couple of players there at under-17s level that look decent. But where this game's concerned, Curtis Jones, he's been in for a lot of flank. I like him. He was linked with Arsenal in the summer. I would wait. You're better than Havertz. And it's here with Alisson. And I must admit, I'm a bit jealous. I do like Ramsdale. I do like Raya, but I've said it before. I think there's a reality. There's definitely other areas that Arsenal need to address. But if the next Edison or Alisson was on the scene at whatever club, I think Alisson's moving mad there. He's found Van Dijk. If the next one popped up, am I wrong as an Arsenal fan for saying, you know what, Bin Ramsdale and Raya, or one of you is the number 2 and we get a next one? This is a good passage of play from Liverpool, to be fair. It's here with Curtis Jones. Oh, curse of the commentator. He's tried to force it and it hasn't worked. And that's a cute flick from Bernardo Silva. And, well, I thought Doku was going to take on Trent. Trent said less of that. Yeah, big up you lot. Finally, Diaz beat Nunes. Big up yourself, right? With all the charges, do you think it deflates or minimizes City's efforts this season? No, if I'm honest with you, because obviously, it's like working and it's like working in an office, and then there's stuff that surrounds your company, whether there's job cuts or whatever. Naturally, that's going to affect you. But the footballers didn't do it, innit? You just have to get on with your job, really. That just get on with it. Is the manager as well. Like, what shall be, shall be. If you get charged, you get charged. But you just have to get on with it, and it's not really anything to do with the players, innit? Like, they haven't. If the cheating allegations, if there's any weight to it, ain't been them. It's been the fat cat executives and whatnot. Diaz. I mean, it's 4 minutes into the game, but as expected, Manchester City have had the lion's share of possession. People. Kyle Walker has found Phil Foden. His pass just about gets through. In fact, he leaves it. Akanji leaves it. Bernardo Silva. It's on this left-hand side with Jeremy Doku. He looks to take on Trent. Salah back defending. Jeremy Doku's cut in. It's a good passage of play from him. Akanji, who's playing in midfield, has passed it to this left-hand side. Bernardo Silva delivers. I know Haaland's about 7 foot, but he's asking a lot there. Haaland still keeps it in play. What can Haaland do? Tries to square it, to be fair. Unfortunately for them, it's here with Curtis Jones. Liverpool players, I don't need to tell them about bravery, but they have to be brave. Jota has found Nunes. Nunes needs to hold it there and win a foul if possible. Good hold-up play. Curse of the commentator again, because it's back here with Manchester City's Alvarez. I can't keep up and comment because it's back here with Liverpool now, folks. Darwin Nunes, Szoboszlai, Tsimikas plays his goalkeeper Alisson. Alisson, is he going to go long? He says, forget that. He finds Matip. Matip taking on Jeremy Doku in a foot race, and he's actually won. Good little dribble from the centre-half. And he's continued his run. Who's filling in for him? Again, what have you lot made of the game so far? What is you lot thoughts? Keep them coming. DG taking Amrabat over Havertz. At this moment in time, not that Amrabat's doing anything, but yeah, there's a use for Amrabat. Like, well, I don't know what Ten Hag's doing, but you're a midfielder, innit? Like, cool, you might not have cost a lot more, but 100% there's a use for you. I'm not saying there isn't a use for Havertz, but like, I can see what you bring. 100%. The bar's on the floor. Like, there was so much things we could have done better than spend 65 million on that Don. Salah. Ake says, forget all of that. Liverpool need to hold on to the ball a lot better, if I'm completely honest with you, in this opening, in this opening proceedings. The ball's not sticking and it's just being gifted back to City. But currently, both teams, to a degree, they're cancelling each other out, and there isn't anything really to scream and shout about at this moment in time, folks. Hopefully, the game livens up, though. Big up to everyone who has hit the like button and keep doing that. Edison finds Rodri. I think the first goal in this game just sparks into life. But this is what I was saying. I think, as I was saying earlier, I think I'm going 1-1 because, yeah, if you think Liverpool City, there's goals in this, and I still believe there could be. But I just think today both teams are going to cancel each other out. Rodri, maybe if this was the game that both teams played just before the international break, I do think you might have seen a goal or something by now. It'd be a lot more sharp and crisp. It's here with Diaz, who needs to react. Feeling out the process in the first 6 minutes of the game. I hear that. Big up yourself, Prods. Appreciate you for being tuned in. What lineup you going for Brentford later? Plays here with Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva's found Haaland. What can Haaland do? Good defending by Trent. Trent. He tried to waste Haaland. Haaland kept it in. Jeremy Doku. Twisting and turning, bobbing and weaving. Can only find Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva is here on the edge of Liverpool's area. Rodri has found Kyle Walker. Horrible first touch by Walker. Has he kept that in? I don't know. You have to play to the whistle. Tsimikas has dealt with it. In fact, it has gone out, folks. But for me, I mean, the team kind of picks itself, really and truly. Ramsdale has to play because Raya's ineligible, but obviously, if fit, Raya. I mean, if Benjamin White's not fit, Tomiyasu right back and Zinchenko left back, but assuming everybody's fit or the players we know are fit, Ramsdale in goal, Gabriel and Saliba obviously as the centre halves, Tomiyasu left back, Benjamin White right back, in midfield, Jorginho, Rice and Martin Odegaard. On the right and left, obviously Saka and Martinelli. And it's a toss-up between Jesus and Trossard, in my opinion. But I think I do want to start Jesus, but I'd go with Trossard from the start. But then a part of me wants to go with Jesus from the start. Liverpool have been awarded a free kick. So it's an interesting one. Trent will be fine. The way he took out Rashford on England duty, Doku is done. I mean, I do think people overrate Doku. I think he's a quality player, but never seen someone gassed up for hiding in the big games. Saying that, he could do something here. Van Dijk has tried to play a ball forward and he's gifted it back. Again, the ball's just not sticking for Liverpool, but this isn't anything in isolation to Liverpool. This is typically how teams have to play against City. Haven't seen too much from a Liverpool perspective, really seen Mo Salah in his own half rather than City so far. And as expected, Manchester City have had the bulk of possession and it's here with Edison. To be fair, the shape from Liverpool is good. And again, people, at home in 2023, Manchester City have played 23 games, won 23, drawn none, lost none, scored 76 goals, conceded 11, and trailed for, ironically, only 23 minutes. Crazy statistics, from Pep Guardiola's men. Pep is trying, but Akanji is no replacement for Stones. It is true. He's going to have to get on with it, though. But do you know what? I agree with you, but then I don't know what this Akanji is because they can't. You know what? I do believe the allegations against City because I don't know where you found this Akanji. This could never be the same one that was at Borussia Dortmund in the Bundesliga. He don't make errors. He don't look clumsy. He's got long hair now. The same lab they made Haaland, they did something, man. That's why I believe the allegations. Big up yourself, Dave. Need a draw. To be fair, in the grand scheme of things, for everybody who's aspiring to win the title, I hear you. You're right with the draw thing, but it's probably better in the lot because like everyone would drop points. City would drop points, but it's probably better in the grand scheme of things that Liverpool win versus City. So at least everyone has a chance. We kept a clean sheet against City. I'm not looking forward to going to the Etihad. Foden is here with Akanji. Ruben Diaz looked like he was going to play in Doku. Doku isn't getting the ball. Ake. I mean, Doku is in a lot of space. Trent is equal to it. I must admit, I did think we'd see a bit more of that Doku versus Trent battle. 10 minutes into the game, people, a lot more. Tsimikas does well, really. He's actually been switched on. Van Dijk's giving it to Alisson. Liverpool have to be brave. Almost too brave from Alisson. Cruyff turning in that. Whoa! Alisson bugging out. He's gifted it to Phil Foden. Fortunately for Alisson, he's caught it. Whoa! And Liverpool could break here. Curtis Jones, protect it, lad. Protect it, lad. That's poor. That's poor. As I said, the ball sticking. Speaking of poor, Akanji, as you said, he's no Stones replacement. Alan, to be honest, when you do play out from the back, that is going to happen on occasion, but you don't want to see that today. I don't know what Alisson tried to do, but he gifted it to Phil Foden. To be fair, Foden would have had a lot to do. He did get the shot away, but it would have had to go through the legs of Alisson to go in, really. And Alisson's the happiest man at this moment in time. Now I understand why Marcel's a bit nervous. Still can't believe this City team threw the game against Chelsea. I can, because City have that ability with them. They bugged out. They absolutely bugged out. I'm a bit annoyed with Arsenal in the Chelsea game, really, because as I said, you know, it's one thing asking City to drop points, but you need to take yours. We shot ourselves in the foot against Chelsea. We shot ourselves in the foot against Spurs. We shot ourselves in the foot against Fulham. And that just deeped it. We've got another London derby today. But then again, we did beat Manchester United in a London derby. I had to. City will still win the league. Amen, mate. Like no one else has a chance. I just hope Arsenal can run it all the way, man. Just be in it to win it, man. Just be in it to win it, mate. Kyle Walker. I haven't seen too much from this left-hand side. Phil Foden goes back to Walker. Who has he found here? He's here with Ruben Diaz. Both, do you know what? One thing I'll give Liverpool, off the ball, the shape is good so far. It's only 12 minutes in, but the shape is good. Big up John in the cut and everybody else. Come on, Haaland. I mean, I don't really care what the result is, but if anyone has to score, Alvarez, Haaland, Salah. Don't ask me why I've got 3 players, you know, from playing in one fixture, but I need these points. Jota. I must admit, I thought Jota he's obviously been a good player for Liverpool, but I did think he would be, I think we would rate him a lot more. I thought he would have been a much better signing for Liverpool than it's turned out. He's not been bad, but he's hardly the first name on the team sheet. I thought it was a match made in heaven. Trent Alexander-Arnold just gives Doku the shoulder and he wins the throw-in. So far, Trent is winning that battle. But even in Sunday League, I would say Doku is the worst. Them players like Doku are the worst players to play against. Him, Martinelli, see what I did there. They're the worst to play against in the sense of they always want to take, they got pace and they always want to take you on. You wouldn't mind playing against Grealish. Grealish is someone you're going to have to keep your eyes on. Oh, Liverpool ramping here. Haaland, it's got a lot to do. Second time, it's been sloppy passes from Liverpool. And City have won it immediately. Jeremy Doku, can he take on Szoboszlai? Drops a shoulder, puts a ball into the box. It's a decent cross. Tsimikas so far has been switched on. And Liverpool live to fight another day. Jota. Trent is just, you know, pull it into the channels. Inshallah, Salah's there somewhere. And he is there somewhere. He can't keep it in. But that allows Liverpool to get further up the pitch. I'm not going to lie. But you could probably throw a blanket there. You could have thrown a blanket on the Liverpool players. Like, one man's got the ball and everybody's right next to each other. Like, how are you going to get out? Who's still doing PR for this Doku youth? He ain't done anything at the top level. I rate him highly. I think he's good. But when I hear signing of the season or early sign of the season shouts, I don't personally think you can throw Doku in there. He's exciting and that. But we rate him, man, for badding up Bournemouth. What's he done in the big games? I'm sure there's a next... What? Reece James had none of his nonsense. Benjamin White had none of his nonsense. He's a baller, though. But he's one of them. Like, if he could just get his end product on point, he's crazy. He's actually crazy. I wanted him at Arsenal. I still would take him, really. So, you know, Jota, Alvarez. There's bare dons that could do a job on this pitch right now for us. Haaland's all right, isn't it? He'd do a lot better because you would stop playing against Saliba. What, Saliba had Haaland in his pocket. Konate running away. It's peak. Curtis Jones. Lovely little Cruyff turn. He finds Tsimikas. Tsimikas has started quite well, man. You know me. I'm always going to be shameless and gas up the fullbacks. But yeah, Curtis Jones. McAllister. Jones. There needs to be more options for the man in possession in the Liverpool shirt, man. They have to be patient. But Liverpool, like everybody faces against City, you have to be brave. And speaking of bravery, this is a lovely run for Matip. He's found Mohamed Salah. What can Salah do? He delivers. It's a decent one. It's a big save by Ederson. First time Liverpool have banged on the door. And Ederson's had to do something, but he's equal to it. But that, as I was just about to say, that's what you have to do against City. You need to respect them. You need to be patient, but you also need to be brave. It's a lovely ball from Mo Salah. Who got up? Darwin Núñez got his head to it. So good header, and it's a good save. Good passage of play, good defending, good all round. Ederson got a strong hand to that. Probably the best chance of the game so far. Doku or Mudryk, DG. I mean, they gassed up this Mudryk a lot more, in it. Ukrainian Neymar and all these things. So he's got to show that part. For me, from what I've seen, Doku. That Doku looks like he's with it right now. Mudryk looks like he needs his handheld. Like Mudryk looks like, do you know the perfect manager for Mudryk would have been Arsene Wenger? He looks like one of them soft guys. Got to keep telling they're special. It's like an insecure gal. You got to keep telling them you're nice. Darwin Núñez, could he be in? Oh, I think everyone, probably Liverpool fans, are waiting on him to pull the trigger. Why didn't he shoot? Game starting to open up here. Bernardo Silva skips past Szoboszlai. Timikas having none of it. Oh, ref, you can't play on that long and then call it back. To be honest, I don't know why Darwin Núñez did not pull the trigger. But it's another good passage of play from Liverpool. Would he have been offside? No, Ake would have been playing him on. Why didn't he hit it? And that's why in life, they say in football, better yet, your first touch is everything. A better first touch from Núñez, that sets him to probably get it, have a strike with the, the side of his foot, but it kind of gets caught under him. Matip bringing the ball through the middle is dangerous. He's probably been Liverpool's bravest player right now. Pardon me. Do you know what? When I think of Matip, I think of that Spurs game. Obviously, Liverpool fans won't forget that because of the VAR madness. But I felt sorry for Matip because he had a great game and then obviously scored the own goal. That's all, man, I got to remember, innit, really and truly. Bernardo Silva. I do think the pocket players, the Trents, the Fodens, the Bernardos, from what I've seen so far, it's these kind of guys that will make the difference. Haaland tried to get it. It's a good bit of defending by McAllister. Szoboszlai, that's a terrible pass, man. It has to be better to give Jota half a chance to get beyond Walker. And it wasn't. And it's here with Edison. Doku got the Hazard cosign. Okay. Martinelli got the Ronaldinho cosign, man. These drunk olders be chatting, man. Phil Foden. Never, ref. He's looking for that. Foden never backs the beef. He didn't even back his own mum. I apologize, Phil Foden. Like, he didn't even deserve that. I still got bad blood with you. You're a good player, but you called Arsenal a dead team, which you're entitled to have your opinion. But yeah, you can win all these trophies and be part of the treble and all these things. You did not back him on. So when you go to bed in your $1 million mansion, remember your scumbag. Piece of shit. Anyways, Rodri finds Phil Foden and he is a great player. Must I say, this come to the Emirates, my guy. Kyle Walker switches play and it's here with Jeremy Doku. Plays football like a Tekken character, they're jumping around and all this. And he's cut inside. Rodri's pass, I don't know what he tried to do, but it's here with Liverpool. McAllister loses it. That's one thing you have to rate about City. The minute they lose the ball, it's like a swarm of blue shirts. They're onto you. And to be honest with you, off the ball is going to make the difference against Man City. Bernardo Silva finds himself on this left-hand side. Finds Julian Alvarez, who's been a bit of a passenger. It's still on this left-hand side with Jeremy Doku. Doku to Bernardo Silva. Cruyff turn FC. Unfortunately, he loses it here. Curtis Jones. Well, you're going to get in trouble, big man. Oh, it's Banduli football. Oh, Alisson. To be fair, Haaland's entitled to go for that. Phil Foden, you see, don't back the beef. Good footballer, but he didn't even try win it. Timikas says, thank you for that. What do they call him? The Greek Scouse or something. Jota, you need to stretch your legs, mate. You need to get your team further up the field. He's done well. Szoboszlai. What's he doing? Bobbing and weaving. Goes for the shot. Is blocked. Darwin, I think you're offside, lad. I think you should leave that. Okay, the flag has Darwin Núñez. That was so stupid. The ball was going to go out for a throw-in and you've touched it and then you're offside. That is horrible. Liverpool living dangerous there. Curtis Jones. Bloody hell, he almost killed Alisson. And to be fair, Alisson done well to just get rid. What happened to Mama Foden? He didn't back the beef, innit? He didn't back the beef. Don't blame me. Oh, what happened there? What happened there? Why is this? Okay. When you pull a tab out on Google Chrome and then you put it back, I say, what's all that about? Big up yourself, Natty. My day's going good. I'm here with you lot, man, and hopefully we do win. But let's deal with that in the evening, man. I don't even want to get stressed out about Arsenal at this moment in time, if I'm completely honest. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you do such. In the last 5 minutes, Liverpool have actually had more of the ball, 68% to Manchester City's 32%. But as I said at the start, I didn't expect there to be a mad tempo to this game with the international break and all of that, and probably minutes in the legs of the vast majority of these players for their countries. Obviously, it was going to be a bit of a mismatch or cancelling each other out in that regards. It's here with Jeremy Doku. I think if this game was played before the international break, I think there's at least 1-2 goals by now. Rodri, what has he been able to find here? He's played it to this right-hand side where you've got Phil Foden. Foden hasn't got too many options in front, recognises that and finds Walker. Akanji, Oh, playing for City is lit. Akanji is dropping shoulders on the edge of Liverpool's area. This team is fake. Curtis Jones has just sent someone for a bagel, and he's just been caught in possession. Haaland's look hungry. He hasn't had much to do, but he's been in the trenches. Jeremy Doku. Bernardo Silva. What a baller, man. Bernardo Silva. What an absolute footballer, man. Another one, you know, that I wanted at the carpet. But what I want and what I get in this life are very different things. Akanji has found Rodri. It's all in front, though. Big up yourself, see, man. It has. Foden will forever be a sideman. KSI call him up here. Nah, man. I think at some point, you know, with Foden, it's a timing thing, innit? Like, he is the present and the future. But I think one day you'll look at City, probably when Pep's gone, or then when you think Foden will be the go-to man. In the same way when you think of City, you've historically thought of the Gundogan's, the Kevin De Bruyne's and all these things. Foden just has to be patient and wait his turn. Jeremy Doku aims to skip past Trent. He does. It's a melee in the box. Is that a corner kick? I don't know. I think it is. Big up yourself, Omar, man. Shout out to you. Everyone who sent out the memo. All the regulars are back, man. Doku's next evolution is control chaos. He needs to evolve. Comment on the live stream. Like you said, you articulated it there. Control chaos. Because at the end of the day, you know, it's about numbers, isn't it? Like, you got to get goals and assists and make the right decisions. And if he can do that, he's lit. You don't see too many wingers or wide forwards that like to take their man on, like Jeremy Doku. Like, you look at someone like St. Maximin, obviously a great player on his day. He could trouble you even though he's not in the Prem no more. But they're not necessarily that kind of skill set. They're not in the best clubs. Or they're not the most important players in their teams. They're a dying breed. I think Salah's for someone like Salah, who's very strong, fortunate to important free kick to win. But I think he's very fortunate there. Liverpool could have broke, but the foul was made. Big up yourself, sir. Everyone's back, man. Doku gonna make plenty of defenders question their career choice. You're right. And what I like about Doku, I can't remember the interview or where to point you lot, but I saw a clip on social media, and he was talking about like his opponents, and he's like, he wants to embarrass you in a good way. Like, he wants that person, that defender, to come off the pitch and have nightmares. And you rarely see that. Like, what wingers really like to take on their men? And the ones that do, they're not at the big clubs, really. Rightly so, because it's about numbers. There's not really wingers like that. It's all inside forwards these days. Ball over the top, over Kyle Walker's head is never good. It didn't bang. Ruben Diaz finds Edison. The keepers haven't had too much to do. Edison, has his pass found anyone? Bernardo Silva, who heads it on. Jeremy Doku does well, actually. And he plays Nathan Ake. Doku is bringing excitement to this increasingly robotic league. You could just say robotic team. City are so good, but it does feel like it's so good. It's lifeless, isn't it? It's like, it's so good that it's not exciting to watch. But I don't get twisted. I would love to be like City, you know, winning all these things. People say you're boring. Who cares? But yeah, man. Big up you lot. Phil Foden's manager, Pep Guardiola, off his touchline. Once again, he is unbeaten in 7 Premier League home games versus Liverpool, drawing 3 and obviously winning 4. This is an open start to this match. Liverpool have come to life after City dominate the early stages of the game. It feels like this game's going to be a moments thing, man. Like, we might, obviously in the second half, as both teams get tired and there's gaps and space opens up, but it feels like they're just going to be cancel each other out, and then there's just a moment, whether that's a lapse in concentration or moments of brilliance, I don't know. Lovely flick by Mo Salah to pop it over Doku's head. It's here with Matip, and he's played a lovely ball over the top. Diaz has recognised it, though, and won the header. But this is something Liverpool are not doing, though. Darwin Núñez has tried. There's too much time for the City man in possession, and it's here with Jeremy Doku. Can he take on Trent? Only has Haaland and Foden in the box. Doku skips past 1, past 2, squares it to Rodri. Rodri to Alvarez. Good defending by Liverpool. Didn't allow him to get any space. He's still here, though. Akanji has found Jeremy Doku. What can Doku do? If you haven't hit the like button or subscribe, make sure you do. Don't forget, we're watching Newcastle, Chelsea, and Arsenal, Brentford today. Is that a corner kick? Another Manchester City corner, folks. Another Manchester City corner. This is either going to be 3-2 or 1-0 either way. I'm going 1-1. I must admit, Doku's decision-making, I've already seen improvement, essentially. He's just getting some instructions as well over what he needs to do. Szoboszlai marking Haaland. This is interesting. I guess this is a mixture of zonal marking. Szoboszlai and Haaland in conversation. Oh, Haaland skipped past him. That's a good ball by Liverpool, by City. Apologies. Hasn't come to anything, though. Is it going to go out of play? Is that another corner? It is another corner from this right-hand side. Surely Foden's got to take that and swing it in. Also, I wonder what the odds are on Rodri scoring a belter today. It's been a great game so far. I disagree. It's been a good game. I wouldn't say great. Definitely been an interesting watch, but from us neutrals, we want to see something. Come on, man. Let's get the VAR controversy. You know, someone just kicked the ball into a defender's hand and then there's a pen. Julian Alvarez plays it short, finds Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva twisting and turning, finds Phil Foden. Phil Foden, horrible touch, goes for the shot. See, selfish, entitled, spoiled prick. Anyways, Liverpool will say thank you. And I don't know what kick that was from Alisson, really, but it's here with Ake. Ake skips past 3 Liverpool players, finds Haaland. That is terrible. That is terrible. And it's 1-0 to Manchester City. And it's that man Haaland, and my FPL team is laughing. Manchester City 1, Liverpool 0. Again, the camera angles weren't the best, so I'll give Alisson the benefit of the doubt because I couldn't see it. But it looked like Alisson tried to clear it. I don't know if it's taking a deflection. It's horrible. Stop showing us Haaland's dad. Who cares about Haaland's dad? Even apart from him. Who cares? Why do they keep showing us Haaland's dad whenever Haaland scores? We get it. He's got a dad. As an Arsenal fan, I'm tired of people's dad speaking. Shout out Nick Ramsdale and that. Haaland scores. Won't be the first or the last time. What happened there is Alisson's actually fallen while he's kicked it. He's found Ake. From that point, Alisson's made the mistake, but it's too easy. Ake skipped past about 3 Liverpool players, found Haaland. Haaland's taking the shot. It is a bit of a miss kick, and I'm sure Alisson, on top of his clearance, would probably think he could do better there. But this is what the mistakes you can't afford to make playing against Manchester City. And the deadlock has been broken. Haaland, courtesy of an Ake assist. It's Manchester City 1, Liverpool 0. Moment of madness from Alisson there. Has to hold his hands up. I think Liverpool fans will forgive him. He is human. And he has saved them plenty of times. But yeah, man, he's moving mad there. This is a win for both teams in Manchester. Man United fans are shameless, man. You've been twerking for City for a hot minute now. Haaland has 48 goals, people. Fewest games to 50 Premier League goals. He's played in 48, sorry. Oh, hell, Haaland's a beast, man. Nerves, maybe. Second Alisson mistake. It could be. It could be. To be fair, I think Alisson's just lost his footing. It is a mistake, but he's just lost his footing, innit? He's fallen. Probably needs to get his studs out. Alisson has to take responsibility, but I'm sorry, but the left back of Ake is too easy from a Liverpool perspective. You know, it's not like it's Eden Hazard. It's Eden Hazard-esque from him. Mohamed Salah has found Darwin Núñez, and I guess with the Núñez second chance, it puts things into perspective. Not every team can beat Man City English Super Cup and League this year. Yeah, that Raya better than Alisson. Come on, man. Put the weed down, man. He's Raya not better than him, cuz. Maybe at passing, but I don't know. Alisson's a big man to be compared to Raya, and I'm not even trying to disrespect Raya. There's levels in it. Alisson's one of the best keepers in the world, as is Ederson as well. Timikas, he's found Jota. Get the shot away, lad. Taking too long. Ramsdale's the best. I hear it, man. Alisson in my FPL just deeped it. I mean, anytime City play against anyone, if you got your, you need to remove your goalie. Liverpool could be back in here. No, they can't. Jota's first touch is horrible there. Pardon me. Apart from they need more from Darwin Núñez. They need more from Jota. To be honest, I think Liverpool need more from their midfielders. Everybody's just got to up it, innit? Like, they've just got to up it. There's no shame in conceding. It don't mean the game's done. I don't think any manager genuinely goes into a City game and expects to keep a clean sheet, unless you're Mikel Arteta. You know what the thing is, Saliba and that. But you get the point. Alisson would like it all to do over again. I'm sure he would, man. Núñez needs to take a page out the Haaland book. There you have it, really. They need a bit more, man. Liverpool will get chances, but taking them's another thing. And I guess it's not really a luxury, but it's not like, obviously City created that goal, but Liverpool thingy, they gifted that. It's a lapse in concentration. It weren't like, City popped them. City have shown you make mistakes, we'll exploit them many a times, as we've just seen, courtesy of Haaland breaking the deadlock. Bernardo Silva. Sorry, folks. It is an effort to talk to you lot. I was getting thirsty. But it's here with Bernardo Silva. He's done well today. Jeremy Doku. I think Trent's done all right against Doku, but now we're going to see Doku. as I said, already he's starting to, in my opinion, his footballing IQ is improving. Like anyone that used to watch him in France, like he was too much of a road runner. Like he's, you need to stress out your fullback, but you can't do it every time. And he's adding that variety. Bernardo Silva getting frustrated with his teammates there. I don't know why, but it's here of Edison. Doku has looked decent. Not sure if the ownership or Klopp himself, but Liverpool do seem like a complete squad. I wouldn't say complete squad with Liverpool. I think City are the only ones, and I'm sure Pep would want to even improve that. I think City are the only ones in the league that could say we've got a quote-unquote complete squad. I mean, you could actually say Chelsea because they probably have 1 million players on their books. Jeremy Doku's here down this left, needs to square it. This is what I'm talking about. I think that's a corner for City, but needs to square it. Entitled to go for the shot. No, blood. If you're going to get blonde hair and play for City, you need to pass the ball. He's done well to cut inside. He's tried to wrap. You can see what he's tried to do. He's tried to wrap it to the far post with the inside of his foot. But there was a pass on there. Not that I can tell a professional footballer what to do. But yeah, I think only City have a complete squad, Spurs have a tiny squad. Arsenal don't have the best strength in depth. Liverpool need a 6 or 2. United, definitely not. Only City, in my opinion. So I would say complete 11, but squad, I wouldn't say Liverpool have a complete squad. And it's here with Alvarez. Pardon me. Mohamed Salah, Alvarez, my FPL needs it. Make sure there's goals in this. Pardon me, Chelsea fight back to draw with Man City. I hear that. Think about it, Man City got only 1 shot on target the whole match against us. Well, we caught them on a good day, innit? It's going to be a different game at the Etihad. They ain't lost here all year. They've only trailed here for 23 minutes. Lord knows who that was against. Like last time we won, Mikel Arteta might have even still been a player. What, we were Santi Cazorla and Coquelin. If you told me, I'm only 28, but if you told me in primary school in 2004, when in primary school you actually used to get called a glory hunter for supporting Arsenal, that Manchester City with Danny Mills would be doing what they're doing today, madness. Liverpool have a great counter-attack here. Darwin Núñez, they've messed it up. You killed Salah there. Can Salah get the shot? Salah's moving mad. Jota's moving mad. It's horrible. Liverpool's front three have to get with it. On another day, that's a Liverpool goal. It was a great break. Phil Foden doing too much, and he's found Trent. Liverpool need a lot more from their midfield, and Trent's actually on the corner there. Credit to him. Liverpool need a lot more from their midfield three and their front three. On another day, how many times have you seen Liverpool break on the count and the ball's in the back of the net? I did think Darwin Núñez did too much. Just screams the decision-making. He didn't know whether to stick or twist. Ake knows Salah's only got one thing on his mind. That's to get the shot. Salah's tried to find Jota. It's been cut out. Like, you can't afford... Listen, I can't tell these guys anything about professional football. But if City do give you a chance, you need to bag it. We've got 61 likes. Can we get to 100 before the end of the stream, people? If you haven't hit the like button, what are you doing? Trent delivers the corner. There's some fantastic... Edison got a hand to it. What boots are they from Trent? Are they the old school Preds? Some fantastic boots. Trent Alexander-Arnold's got on there. Trent, lovely touch. Can't say the same for Curtis Jones. Where you're moving like Curtis Shaw. Big up Curtis Shaw. Where McAllister hasn't really been firing for Liverpool like that. McAllister, that's a ball. Darwin Núñez heads it on. I mean, Salah's got a dive there. He was nudged off the ball in the box. He's got a dive there. We've seen him given, but it won't be today. Ake drops a shoulder on Mohamed Salah, finds Edison. Has he found a City man? He's done very well. Bernardo Silva flicks it on, finds Haaland, Rodri. I mean, City just look a lot sharper than Liverpool. They're just doing things a bit better. It's too easy as well. Liverpool, earlier doors, again, curse of the commentator, City have presented it back to Liverpool. Szoboszlai, Darwin Núñez. Brother, the thing is, I like Darwin Núñez. But what was that? Had to exploit that City mistake there. Akanji got too excited. Along with a teammate, they presented it back to Liverpool. And again, Liverpool's midfield, like when Liverpool are attacking City's box, they need the decision-making has to be a lot better. Szoboszlai, it's a great run. The ball weren't good enough. And to be fair with you, Darwin Núñez, I don't know what he saw, but the angles are going against you. You're a professional footballer, a seasoned vet. You should know you can't get the shot away and try and hold that up. As I said, City just doing things a lot more sharper. But Liverpool are not out of this. Bernardo Silva has turned, in truth, what was a terrible Rodri pass into a half-decent one. Alvarez, Rodri, Walker. As I said, early doors, it looked like Liverpool were great off the ball. They can't seem to get close. It's too easy. One Liverpool shirt is pressing. Obviously, it's going to pass around you. As much as this is an entertaining game on the ball, football is decided off the ball. You want to see how games won and lost? Go and look at the players not in possession. Speaking of that, it's finally here with Jeremy Doku down this left-hand side again. 10 minutes to go until the end of the first half, excluded any potential added on time. Bernardo Silva's on the case. Patient build-up play settings. It should be 1-1 right now. Too many touches in the box. There you have it. Too much messing about. Too much foreplay. Not enough penetration. Remember Kevin De Bruyne? I mean, either I do, because some United fans tried to compare that peasant Bruno Fernandes to him. That man rather score from the corner spot than from in the box. Nunes loves living on edge. DG. Do you know what it is with Nunes? I like him. He's so like, how do you even describe it? He's so unorthodox. Like, he's so unorthodox. Let's look at that goal again from Haaland. Alisson shanked that goal kick. Ake had a lot of time, but it's that look. Ake's just gone past 3 Liverpool shirts. Nobody is aware of where Haaland is. It starts and stops with Alisson. Alisson's made the mistake, but what are the other Liverpool players doing? And I think Liverpool have got to remember it's only 1-1. Right? Alisson clearing it with the outside of his foot. Right? What's all that about? Anyways, Ruben Diaz finds Ederson. Apart from that save from a Darwin Nunes header, Ederson has been plain sailing. And again, it's too easy because that's a terrible pass from Ederson. But somehow, Man City again are in Liverpool's half. Jeremy Doku to Rodri. What a player Rodri is, man. Kevin De Bruyne will still come back and catch up to whatever Bruno's assist are for the season. I like Bruno, but pardon me, I don't think he's a bad player, but he's a bit of a weasel. I don't think he should be Manchester United captain. He's just a volume man, isn't it, really? I think Ten Hag I don't think that's a player where you can he's a player that you force into the side. Like when you lot played City, you're playing him out wide, you know he's going to cut inside. Just doesn't make sense. Like Bruno is a good player, but he's incredibly frustrating. Salah has been anonymous. To be fair, you know, Liverpool, the same could be said for all attackers. Really, the ball's not sticking. Obviously, to a degree they've lost Trent because Trent can't be spending 90 minutes doing that inverted stuff again. But yeah, Darwin Nunes, he's raw, man. Like Darwin Nunes he's so unorthodox. Like there's something so frustrating about him, but so likable about Darwin Nunes. I don't know what it is. He just does unorthodox stuff. Van Dijk. To be fair, Matip and Van Dijk, I do think both players, they're caught in the transition. I do think both players switched off and were unaware of Haaland. But I don't think you can ask anything more beyond everyone of Trent. I think Matip and Van Dijk have been okay. Alisson's bugged out 100%. I think Tsimikas has done okay as well. He ain't, to be honest, he's probably been the brightest defender from a Liverpool perspective. I think they need more from their midfield. I think Liverpool, you get a 6, you'll see a better McAllister. This 6 thing with McAllister, it's not the thing consistently anyways. To be fair, this is a bit of bravery from Liverpool. But again, they can't get forward. City will allow Liverpool centre-backs and full-backs to have the ball and pass it backwards. So when you try and cross the territory, there you have it. But if anyone could come back, it could be Liverpool. They have recovered 11 points this season from losing positions. That's the most in the league. Chelsea have 8, Spurs have 8, Wolves have 7, and Manchester United have 6. Akanji. I mean, you can't help but admire City, innit? Like, it's players are everywhere. Bernardo's everywhere. Rodri's everywhere. Akanji's doing a bit of centre-back and centre midfield. Walker there. Foden loving it. Look at me, I'm Man City. We got the best of the best. Anyways, Kyle Walker finds Jeremy Doku. What can Doku do? Doku. Trent having none of it. Never a free kick. And again, if I was Pep Guardiola, I'd get mad at Doku. Get up. Trent. I feel sorry for Trent. I feel sorry for him. Credit to Salah because Salah's there. I feel sorry for Salah. Oh, he's found Darwin Nunes. Darwin Nunes, you have to get the shot away. What will Darwin Nunes do? I don't think he knows. Blood. And that tells you everything from Salah. I don't even give a crap about Liverpool. Salah just beating the ball away and frustrating. Darwin Nunes, stay on side, fam. There's no need to be offside. To be fair, I didn't catch that one. Oh, in fact, the second phase of play, why are you offside? Brother, why are you offside? Jackson more goals than Nunes this season. If I talk that scrubby hat trick season with that. Stop showing us Haaland's dad. Who cares about Haaland's dad? Respectfully, big him up, but who cares? All right, let me tweet that as well. What is the first fascination? We get it. He was a former footballer. We get it. We fully understand it. But why does Sky Sports keep showing us Haaland's dad? What has that got to do with anything? At least show his mum or something. She's the one that pushed him out. Like, cool, dad and that. McAllister, is he going to go for a shot? He tried to do the DG thing, but my thing is different. Mohamed Salah, Shabozlai, can they get back in it? That's a decent knock. To be fair, Jota threw everything he had at it. He couldn't get it. Timikas keeps it in. Curtis Jones, fortunate there. Bang it. You got it that in your locker. Bang it, Jones. Terrible. He's gone for the pass. Bernardo Silva said save. Bro, this diminutive Portuguese midfielder is different class. And now Liverpool have a bit of defending. Jeremy Doku, decision-making. Alvarez is there. Decision-making. He's killed Alvarez. You killed him. You killed him. You killed him. It's not the best from Julian Alvarez, but you killed him. That pass needed to happen. Aye, top blue. Big up yourself. You're getting at Jesus. Fair enough. Scrubby hat trick, blood. How many goals Jackson got in Champions League? You lot are pretending Cole Palmer came from you lot's academy. What, rate him, man, because he's scoring penalties? But I've seen you draw at Ronaldo. I hear it. What's the generational talent? Mudryk, Ukrainian Neymar, and that boy. The Norse. Remember, you every week you lot buy another French centre back and gas him up. Fofana, Martinelli sat him on his arse. You said he's better than Saliba, Benoit, whoever. Crap. And Conky were onto you. You do balloons and that. I'm onto you. I've got material for days. Darwin Núñez. He's funny, man. He's funny. 2 Buki draws, and this is how Chelsea fans are piping up. Big up top blue light, man. PSV Champions League. What? You want me to rate Jackson for scoring for scoring against 9 men? I'm shameless. Jackson was out there celebrating like he's on the Make-A-Wish thing. God forgive me. Man brought out every celebration under the sun. And tell him to take off the Suarez armband, man. He's not 30. Nah, I like Jackson, to be fair. I think you need to upgrade on that. But I do think naturally I don't know if you'll get one in January, but for Chelsea, between January and the summer, you'd imagine a striker comes in, you've got Nkunku. I think Jackson will become more of a squaddy kind of player. I think the same thing will happen with Gallagher when everybody's fit as well. Edison, bro, how many times has he played those sexy passes into midfield? But again, Liverpool is too easy. And City on the break here again. Julian Alvarez. I actually don't think Pep will be happy at half-time. Phil Foden, ooh, inches. That's what she said. Did Alisson get a save on that? I hear it. That's how I feel about Kai Havertz. I apologize, man. I apologize. It was just not on. It's not on. But that's how he plays. To be fair, that's what big up yourself, Desmond, in the cut. That's what Kai Havertz looks like in an Arsenal shirt at this moment in time. Phil Foden, I don't know. Did Alisson get a touch on that? Let's see one more time. Yeah, he did. I just clocked Phil Foden's got his number tatted there. So what happens when you get a more prestigious number? McAllister was on the floor. He's back up to his feet now. I think he something in his eye. I don't know. Playing like Kai Havertz right now, really. And it's a corner kick. Another goal before half-time will probably be deflated. I don't think Pep will be happy because I do think City could have at least had another. It's a corner kick. Ake thunders over. Ake, who obviously got the assist. Ake, very underrated signing for City. Very underrated signing. Pardon me. For some reason, I feel Brentford will give us a game. It's Brentford under the lights. And the London derbies have been where Arsenal have been shooting ourselves in the foot, really. If not for result performance. We were very fortunate that we actually turned it on probably for about 20 minutes in the end of the game against Chelsea. We should have been battered and bruised and defeated in the first half. Spurs were shooting ourselves in the foot. Fulham, we was doing bookie stuff. Speaking of, what the absolute crap was that? From the Liverpool pass to the City defending to Edison's hand on that. Liverpool couldn't exploit that. That was Sunday League-esque. Liverpool are not out of the game, but they need to start playing like Liverpool. McAllister. If I'm Klopp, I'm not happy with anything I've seen from any of the midfield three or the forward three. The decision-making isn't there. Too many touches in the box. They're not offering enough for the man in possession defensively when Liverpool are playing out from the back. You know, Matip has been a lot better going forward than all them attackers for for Liverpool. Núñez needs to just focus on staying on side. Yeah, man. McAllister looks out of his depth in that role. I think you'll see a much better McAllister when Liverpool grab a 6, man. Games where you're going to dominate possession, yeah, you can run that, but I don't think McAllister against City as the deepest playmaker works. Trent Alexander-Arnold doing up inverting, to be fair. Great defending from City. And that's the end of the first half. There was only a minute added on, people. Haaland's goal currently the difference. So, yeah, man. London Derby's 1 win, 3 draws. Who did we beat? We ain't beat no London teams. Unless you want Banner United. Yeah, we ain't beat no London teams this season, have we? No, tell a lie. You're right. Crystal Palace, innit? Appreciate that, Desmond. You're far too kind, man. Far too kind. Nunes has attributes, but he's technically poor, so needs heavy coaching. Physically, he's there with Haaland, but Haaland's just a better striker on the technical side, movement, anticipation, offside. That's the thing. You're right. But Nunes could become a volume man. Like, you know, he could become someone that could do that. But as you said, you know, anticipation, off the ball, staying on side. I don't think, you know, like, I don't know how old Darwin Nunes is, but I mean, he's a Uruguayan international. He's playing Premier League football. How much are you going to improve technically? Like, really and truly, how much are you going to improve technically? You're not going to, are you? You can improve your finishing, the type of finishing, your decision making, but he's never going to be clean, is he? But he needs a lot of coaching, man. A lot of coaching. A lot of coaching. Very raw. Very raw. Doku needed to be fed the ball to Alvarez sooner. There you have it. And that's even for Doku, we're talking about decision making. Like, the pass needed to happen 20 years before he did. Nunes is better off the bench for me. When defenders are tired, he's not a starter. Can we get at this Liverpool team? Don't sound like they can string passes and push City back. Nunes is 24, so he's still impressionable enough to learn, but like, you're not going to improve too much technically, are you? Like, it's kind of what you see is what you get. As I said, like Social said, he can improve the runs he makes, and that's why Darwin Nunes is a bit weird, because it's like there's I don't know why, I don't know what, but there's something very likable about him. As much as you lot can hear, I got nothing to do with Liverpool, but he's very frustrating. I don't know what it is. He's very much a chaotic player. But if you're gonna start games like this, you need a bit more. I do think games like this, I can't lie, I do think Liverpool miss Firmino because he wants the ball. I do think you miss Mane. I don't quite think Darwin Nunes, Jota. I like Diaz a lot, but I don't think these lot are really doing what a Salah is doing or what Firmino was doing in his thing. Nunes lacks football IQ. To a degree, he does. And I do think you can improve that. But to a degree, are you really? And do you just accept Darwin Nunes for what he is? Like Social said, you sit him down, listen, we can improve you off the ball. And we just make him a volumes guy, really. Because why I like Haaland is a limited footballer, but he excels great at what he does, if that makes sense. You know, he doesn't score too many goals from outside the area. We all know football is weird in that, you know, Haaland can get 40 goals. Man say, oh, but you've only got 5 assists. Haaland knows what he can do. You lot are the technical ballers. Cool. I'm running in behind. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I even think Haaland's general plays improved a lot at City. And I actually think Haaland was up for this before he bagged. I actually think he done all right. And it's also about how you affect the game off the ball. Haaland knows I make the runs in behind. I'm powerful. I'm a bloody good finisher. What are you telling me? The limited skill set he has, he effing excels at it. Really. Is he the best technical striker I've ever seen? No, but like, pound for pound forward, like actual strikers, even though they're a dying breed, surely Haaland's the best in the world. Like actual number 9, surely people. Who's talking to him? No one's a better striker than him, innit? Be lovely to have him, innit? Alvarez has 10 as many goals, assists as Nunes. That's crazy. I swear Nunes could be the last person on earth and would still somehow manage to become the second highest goal scorer. That was funny. Nunes lacks experience, he'll get better. I do think at bigger clubs and whatnot, yeah, but it's decision making. Like, more time, it's the speed of thought, really. That's what needs to be better. And definitely where to stay on side. Some of being offside is just, some of the times he's been flagged offside in this game, it's only been like twice. Or the 2 times. It's ridiculous. But Klopp bought him in it, and to a degree, you have to kind of accept him for what he is. Big up yourself, Terry. Maybe Lewandowski is as good. I don't think Lewandowski of today is better than Haaland, man. I don't think he is. I don't think he is. Eddie and Nketiah are more Premier League goals than Nunes. slander, man. That shows you stats saying everything. Nunes is better than him, and obviously, you know, Eddie got a hat trick like Jackson. Pep doing magic with Haaland. First touch is going to keep improving. I mean, Haaland's done everything the right way. You look at when he was at obviously in his homeland, he went Salzburg or something like that. He went Dortmund, learned his craft, got games, dealt with the pressure. You've come to City, and you're a young man as well. For a striker, well, for a footballer, you're very young. You've won everything there is to win with Pep Guardiola. Pardon me, and he's teaching you how to play up front, and then you probably F off to Spain at some point, innit? I don't imagine I don't think he's gonna move on it, or like as he's gonna move to Real Madrid or Barca as quickly as us in the footballing world believe such. But I definitely hope he doesn't stay in the Premier League. He wants to sign for my club, but I don't think he'll be a thing where he's there forever. And the man's clean, like, look at his movement to recognize. Let me get on side. Look at it. Look at the movement from Haaland. He's darted across Van Dijk. Matip's not aware. He's got in between. One touch. That's the difference with the Nunes chance. It's very different. The touch has set him. It's in the back of the net. Now, obviously, Liverpool have been caught cold. Alisson probably could have saved that, and obviously the goal kick, but that's a striker. It's them kind of things. That's your bread and butter. Too easy from Trent. Too easy from Szoboszlai. Horrible defending. It starts and stops with Alisson, but Alisson's not alone. And forget Haaland for a sec. It's too easy from Ake. Respectfully, the left back has got past two of your players. You might not be able to match City's quality on the ball, but off it, you need to match the effort. That's too easy. I'm not going to get on Alisson too tough because he saved us countless times. He's earned that right, man. Fine margins at this level. And that's what you can't F about. He played with fire. You got burnt, innit? But that should be the thing that raises Liverpool, because obviously you can't take anything away from City. I think City have been sharper. I think their connecting play from defense to attack has been a lot quicker, a lot more fluid. They're winning their individual battles, and you know everybody expected them to have the majority of the ball. And that shows that City are a great team because they can exploit weaknesses. But Liverpool handed them that goal. Other than that, I don't think anyone could complain if it went into half-time at 0-0. And I would say Liverpool's midfield three and the forward three again, like, just need to wake up, bro. Like, people are getting caught on the ball. People are not showing for it. Like, I feel like, bro, the link-up play is too slow. Look at this. If you're watching it on Sky Sports, like, Darwin Núñez, that pass to Salah is terrible. That attempted pass from Salah for Jota is terrible. I haven't seen Jota today. I'll be real with you. I don't know why he's starting. Where's Diaz? Even the fact that the angle, yeah, why would Darwin Núñez try and shoot there? He's a professional footballer. You know more about football than me, but as an honest neutral, that tells me you don't know where you are on the football pitch. Because I think if that's Haaland, he recognizes, I can't score from here. Let me hold the ball up and keep possession. Crazy. Slightly, Darwin Núñez looks better out wide in a couple of cameos I've seen from him at Liverpool this year, man. Haaland has sold his soul to the... yo, man, be mad. Liverpool doing too much foreplay, not shooting enough in the final third, and not being decisive. And they have had 1-2 chances. Yep, he'll probably give us 3-4 years, then he'll move on to the warmer side of Europe. But for now, we enjoy him while he's here. There you have it, really. And to be fair, he's helped City grab a Champions League and a treble. I don't know how much they bought Haaland for, but probably need to give Dortmund some more money. They'll make a bit of profit from that. Am I wrong for thinking, yeah? I think Mbappe is a better footballer. But I think Real Madrid need Haaland more than Mbappe, if that makes sense. Like, and ideally, you want to get them both. Mbappe might come on a free, but it just looks like Real Madrid missed that striker. They ain't really got that striker, you know. Obviously, if Mbappe signs for Real Madrid, I don't know what you do with Vinicius. Which one of them goes then to the left and right? You know, does Mbappe play up front? Obviously, Mbappe is an absolute baller, but his bread and butter is probably that left wing channel. Haaland, you can see how you just slot in, really. DG, man, must be excited for Brentford. I'm not. I wouldn't say excited. I wouldn't say excited. I'm nervous, man. It's an evening fixture under the lights. Brentford, you might get stung by the bees, innit? You just have to hope and pray, man. You know, it'd be nice if this game could end as a draw. I'm supporting Aston Villa tomorrow. I'm supporting Everton tomorrow. If them lot can do their jobs, we're laughing. If Newcastle can do their jobs, even though I think Raheem Sterling will see Chelsea through today, we will be doing a watch along for that, people. So make sure you're there for that one as well. This is the first of 3 watch-alongs from myself. Let me start dropping the links, people. That is for Brentford versus Arsenal. We're watching that at 5. And then after this, we're watching Newcastle, Chelsea at 2:45. What's the time now? 1:25. Yeah, we're going to have to Do the lineup for that in a sec. Agreed, Mbappe definitely the better player, but they already got Bellingham, Vinicius already for that. Well, you can never have too many, innit? You can never look at future, innit? Like, you know, you just because you've been with Sierra and Laurie, you can never have too many Bedinas. Like, could like, you know, if you got Shensia, you still want to try chat to Miss Banks and Loz and I'm joking. Let me stop because I don't want to get messages about Ethan Kipani. Free up Diaz, man. They need him. Just because Diaz wants to play ball, like Liverpool's attackers, like take someone on, do something. I feel sorry for Trent because Liverpool must have known you're not going to get the same Trent today. He has inverted at times, but it's not a game for all of that. He needs to be receptive to when Doku is out in those channels. Messi, Robin, Haaland, and Lewandowski of Ballon d'Ors is not talked about enough. Lewandowski Ballon d'Or nomination for what? Haaland, I hear it. He won the treble, but Messi won World Cup, man. Come on now, man. Even though it was dodgy circumstances that saw Argentina win that throughout the whole route, if I'm honest with you. Come on, man. Like, Haaland will get his time, man. What, you're in your early 20s, you'll get your time, man. Messi could probably play until he needs to go to a retirement home, but you'll get your time, man. Messi had to win that. Hey, man. What else have we got? Big up you lot, man. Eddie and Ketia, Anthony. Who's Anthony? Oh, the Brazilian Billy Wingrove. I hear it, man. Football freestylers. Anthony's better off going Oxford Street, getting a hat, and just starting doing football skills for money, man. He'll be doing watch-alongs with me sooner rather than later, but he can't help you that with the football team. What did Wenger say about players' age not learning technical skills? I'm sure he said, but bro, I'm sure he said that 14. And to be fair, these players are not going to improve technically too much. Look at Raheem Sterling. Obviously, he's improved, but from when Raheem Sterling burst on the scene, has he improved technically a lot? No, he just clocked what I'm good and what I'm bad at. Like, you know, Raheem Sterling has improved a lot off the ball. That saw him, you know, do a lot better. You know, it's cash money in that left-hand side with Raheem Sterling. You know, again, there's no point having, you know, there's a plenty of, you look at Bukayo Saka, like, obviously, Saka's a bad boy. Is Saka the most glamorous of winger I've ever seen with all skills and that? No, but he's clocked what I need to do. What is better? Someone with limited, and I'm not saying any of these guys have a limited skill set. We just kind of alluded to with Haaland, but what is better? You can do 3-4 skills, but you're maximizing your abilities at those 3-4 skills, or someone that can do 10 million skills, but it's not really effective. You're not going nowhere with it. Liverpool fans always chatting up this world-class Alisson 3 mistakes in 28 minutes. He has to hold his hands up, but I think Alisson's one of the best keepers in the world, man. Will you take Doku and Foden for Saka and Martinelli? I'd take Foden. I like Doku, but not to get rid of Saka and Martinelli. Should we just go with the England boys, Foden and Saka? It's going to be a hard game for the Gunners. Amen. Do you rate Doku? Yeah, I do, man. It's in this Jada Kingdom. Who's putting them against each other? Jada Kingdom, Shensia, Miss Banks. You're all lit. Come and sign for the club. DM me. Listen, you can't all be. None of you can be first. We can all be next. Word to Ric Flair. Just tell me. Let me get my hair cut so I can look like my mum's son again and babyface killer settings. I can show Darwin Núñez about decision making in the final third. I'll tell you that, mate. What's happening with Ramsdale? He's going abroad. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if he'll angle for a move in Jan. If I'm Arteta, I'm saying F your feelings. You're staying until the summer. And then I think he'll go. But where are you going to go, really? You can't go Liverpool or City because you're not better than what they have. I just have this weird thought that he will go Newcastle. But pardon me, even if he went, which is a great club to sign for with what they're doing, but Pope's there. Are you going to play ahead of him necessarily? I think you're better than him, but necessarily are you? You were linked with Chelsea. They got Sanchez. It's more or less the same thing at Arsenal. I don't know for the abroad thing. The Bayern Munich need a goalie. That could be an angle for you. They give us the bread. They did try to buy Raya, didn't they? So, yeah. 87 likes. Can we get to 100 for the end of the stream? Kickoff for the second half. It's soon land. I wouldn't take any of them. I'd keep Saka and Martinelli. I'd love Foden in this team, though, man. We'll give you Havertz. Will Ramsdale be concentrating today, DG? I hope so. Will Onana? You lot thought you was getting anywhere with a black goalie. Crazy. Doku is good, but we got Starboy. Amen, man. Amen. Amen. So, yeah. I think Mickey Mouse will get a goal on the counter. I don't think the game's done yet. Man. I really don't. But Liverpool have to get with it. They need to come out and play much better in the second half. We just need to actually see their midfielders, mate. Appreciate that, Desmond. You're far too kind, man. Just catching up with a lot of these comments. Boy. Have to keep showing his dad to prove he wasn't grown in the lab. Haaland's not a human, man. There's no way he is. Gravenbeck on the bench. To be fair, that could be an option. I just can't stand matches coming down to errors like that. It's true, and you don't want to see it, but it's part of football, isn't it? And to be fair, Alisson has to face the music, but he saved Liverpool on enough occasions. And yeah, the only luxury you could say is without that mistake, it's half time, it's 0-0. But what have Liverpool done really? What has any Liverpool player, I think if you ask them honestly, have you played to your best of your abilities in that 45 minutes? The answer is no. Liverpool need a 6, man. Need a 6. Martinelli is just starting to develop physically. You can see him maturing. You could easily see him adapt to a 9. I don't think he'll be ready to play as a 9 until like the latter 20s. I don't think he's mature enough. But you're right. He's getting there. Who is Haaland? I only know a dude that was owned by Saliba. You know, eventually, when Saliba has a bad game against him, you know, these City fans are not going to allow us. It looks to be all smiles from the Manchester City players. Alvarez and Darwin Núñez talking. Alvarez busting joke like, bro, stay on side. Liverpool will kick off this second half, people. Can they get back into it, or will Liverpool concede a second? I guess we're about to find out. Saying that, though, as much as you lot bantering Kai Havertz, he impacted against City. He loves playing against City. Did he not score in the Champions League final against them? Did well when we booted it long with Raya. We caught City on a great day there, man. Second half has kicked off, folks. Neto Arsenal, United, who gets that, man? Whoever puts the bread down, really. United are more likely to just overpay. And to be fair, whatever Wolves are asking for Pedro Neto is probably a better investment at this moment than Ballon d'Or winner Anthony Martial, Jadon Sancho, or what's my man? Still Anthony or whatever. Every year every minute there's a new competitor for Saka's spot. You know, I've heard Jadon Sancho, Anthony, Hudson-Odoi, this guy, that guy. It's very different pretenders. No matter what, I know Arsenal fans are special, but you can't tell me Saka's not lit. I'm actually going to do a video on this. Saka's not lit, Martinelli's not lit, Declan Rice ain't lit, and Saliba's not lit. You can't cap on these guys. Speaking of that, Jeremy Doku doesn't take on Trent on this occasion, finds the man who got the assist for Haaland in Ake. Gives it back to Doku, gives it back to Ake. Dreadlocks United, silly free kick to give away by Szoboszlai there. No need for that. Helped us win the Super Cup as well. I hear that. Want to believe Raya is an upgrade on Ramsdale, but I'm still not convinced. I don't think it's glaringly obvious, and I agree with you. I see maybe why Arteta brought him in. You know, that was your first choice. I do think Raya's average starting position is a bit higher. I do think, you know, Raya sticks to the script of what Arteta's probably told him to do more than Ramsdale. But I think you both got strengths. You both got weaknesses. I don't think you're both necessarily convinced all of the fan base. Matip's done well. I don't think you've convinced all the fan base. I don't think Raya is clear of Ramsdale. I don't think Ramsdale's clear of Raya. It's just a mixed bag, really. And I can't say I see the upgrade, but I understood it, really, why he'd bring him in, really, because at least for a year, you got 2 good keepers. The Kai Havertz signing is the one that don't make no sense to me. But what can I do in it? You can't control it. It's happened now. Got to get on with it, ain't you? McAllister. Trent. Szoboszlai. Protect it. Didn't protect it. It has hit Ake's hand. I can't lie. Okay. The ref has stopped the game. But again, if I'm Klopp, I'm going mad, really. Like, why are you stopping? Before the ref's blown, the other team's attacking and you're just standing there arguing with him. You ain't got time to be doing that. Curtis Jones. At this point, you might as well just bring on Diaz and Harvey Elliott or any Gravenbeck or anyone on the bench that just actually wants to play today or show for the ball. Van Dijk. Tsimikas. Hasn't put a foot wrong, Tsimikas. McAllister. Skips past Bernardo Silva. What does he do? Does he switch play here? He finds Salah. Salah, can he take his man on? He's up against Ake. Mohamed Salah, is he going to... he's tried to find Darwin Núñez. Akanji read it quite well. And he's gifted it back to Liverpool, actually. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Mohamed Salah gives it back to Trent. Trent skips past one. Pardon me, loses the ball there. Akanji sweeps up. It is a throw-in, though. Both teams kind of getting caught cold there. How many excuses Klopp going to pull out today? Don't think he can. Raya not showing anything. His distribution has not been good. He's been nervous. He's been lucky not to have conceded more goals. He's definitely looked shaky on occasion, but I think his distribution has been better than Ramsdale's consistently over 90 minutes. If I'm honest, especially when we go long, like against Sevilla, like against City, and actually against Chelsea. But I'm not convinced though, man. You know, I think the whole team, including Raya, switched off in the goal we conceded against Spurs. Obviously, you had the Chelsea one, and you had the Champions League one. But as I said, for me, if the next Alisson or Edison comes on the scene, then for me, you might as well just buy that. And, you know, between Raya and Ramsdale, which one of you lot wants to be second choice keeper, and we just keep it moving, really. But I don't think Ramsdale can't wrestle that spot back. But then again, it's not up to me, and I also go against my own logic and think I don't think you can actually, because for me, anyways, it's clear Raya's the first choice. You've played the bigger games. You're starting. You're the champ. You're starting the Champions League games, etc. Liverpool's free kick's been dealt with. Alvarez, Bernardo Silva. What did you see there? He just thumped it long. Trent Alexander-Arnold heads it, finds McAllister. Got to protect it. McAllister does well. Tsimikas almost loses it. Trent's kicked it into the channels and he's found Mohamed Salah. Better. Salah, can he take on Ake? Oh, he's spanning still. He's spanning, but Akanji will mop up. What's that corner? Goal kick. Better from Liverpool, though. I'm going to go hide again. Liverpool in the transition. Scary days. Personally, I think Raya's just fine margins, but we'll have to see soon for me. But we'll have to see too soon for me to judge in an Arsenal shirt. There you have it. It does look like a fine margin thing, but he's not clear of him. So it don't really make sense. But I was here with it, really. I didn't buy into the notion of we're going to rotate 2 goalies and that. I just think that's what Arteta was saying in the public. It's not possible. It's not feasible on a consistent basis. I don't care what Gasperini with Atalanta's done. I don't care what Brighton have done. It's not realistic. A big reason as to why Arsenal have got better is relationships have been built because the same players are playing. Of course, you need to rotate and all of that sort of stuff. And if, you know, you've seen it on a couple of occasions, but it can't last long. You know, Chelsea with Courtois and Czech, it was never going to last long. Leno and Ramsdale, Leno and Czech, Martinez and I want to say Leno. Now Raya and Ramsdale, we've been here, man. It can't persist. Trent Alexander-Arnold intercepts the City pass. Trent, he's delivered. Probably too excited from Trent there. Has he won a corner for his troubles? Yes, they have. I mean, Liverpool owe this to their fans in it to come out and look a bit like the Liverpool side. Pep looks stressed. He's acting. Pep doing the facial expressions. You're not scared. 7 more likes until we hit 100 people. Let's keep going. Can't rotate goalies like that. The game's pretty disappointing so far. Was expecting some fireworks. Want to see the Havertz paperwork and who got commission on that deal. Make that deal make sense, please. Someone, I don't get it. I think we'll be here all day, mate. Liverpool haven't played bad. They've been better in the second half. I wouldn't say they're terrible in the first, but lackluster, sleeping. Tsimikas delivers. Can Liverpool get back in the game? It's a good corner, and it's a convincing claim by Edison. Edison looks to start a counter attack. Oh, it wasn't the worst of ideas to find Foden, but it's been cut out. Szoboszlai, has he found Jota? Ball touch from Jota. He's done well, though. Not against Kyle Walker, man. He's too experienced for that. Surely the Jota's time soon done. Haaland, that's good hold-up play. Julian Alvarez. Jeremy Doku on this left-hand side. Takes on McAllister. McAllister, too easy. Squares it. Is it 2? It has to be 2. It has to be 2, and it's not. Julian Alvarez fumbles it over. What a good chance there. What a good counter-attack from Manchester City. Haaland, great hold-up play. Finds Alvarez. Alvarez switches it to this left-hand flank. Doku has skipped past McAllister. Don't know where Trent is at this moment. Doku's done well to find Alvarez. Alvarez has funded it over the bar. Horrible, really. Did he think he had less time? I don't know. It should be 2-0, though. Or at the very least, hit the target. He did neither. And that takes me back to the Chelsea game where Chelsea were good, but City had chances when they were ahead to kind of kill it, and they didn't. Jota is down. And again, whenever a footballer's gone down and it looks like it's been off the ball, it is quite scary. I think that's the end of his days. It looks like 2 changes for Liverpool are in place. It looks like Gravenberch is coming on, and it looks like Diaz is coming on. I don't know why Cody Gakpo's not coming on, but yeah. I wonder if McAllister will be the one to come off. Has Pep seen enough? Man said Pep. Has Klopp seen enough? Bro, big up Cole Palmer with the penalties and that. John, you're a United fan. Why are you twerking for Chelsea, please? Martinelli ain't done much, but he's done more than your star boys. Rashford's got 1 Premier League goal. Face your front. Focus on your own pot of rice. Or, you know, when you watch other people's pots of rice, your thing is burning. Alchaveri, lovely footballer. You know, Rashford, who you lot compared to Mbappe on F4. Anthony, star boy on F4. Jadon Sancho, he's more aesthetically pleasing than Saka and Martinelli. Where are these guys, bro? Stop it, man. Like Pogba said in his documentary, United fans know nothing about football. Ballon d'Or Martial, still living off that Liverpool goal as well. Crazy. Allow it, man. You lot are making Casemiro look like a peasant. Maguire's one of your best footballers. Face your front. You thought you lot were gonna, you know, bring back the power shift in Manchester because your manager's bold like Pep. Even Pep does the boldness different. His thing is his head is glowing. Pause. Ten Hag looking like a duppy. Like, man. You wanted a reaction. There we go, mate. Like, fam. Anthony's a Beyblade, man. If he put more effort into decision making as much as them blonde highlights, he might be a decent footballer, fella. You know, your best players, McTominay and that as well. Allow it, man. Where you lot in the Champions League? Soon be joining Spurs out of it. You wanted a reaction, there you have it. It's all love, man. Let's stop bantering. But anyways, it's back here, people, with Edison. He hasn't had too much to do. But it's still only 1-0, you know. Goals change games at any given moment. How dare you? You know, Martinelli's not perfect in these things. But allow it, fam. United fans, footballing IQ, you said Sancho's better than this. You know what it is with United fans? They're stupid. You know, any player that does 20 step overs, they're lit. But Jordan, you know how to pick content creators because you're rocking with the guy. Edison. What's he going to do? Edison from Kyle Walker. I mean, a second goal would be great. 10 minutes into this second half, there has been a reaction of some sort from Liverpool, but it's more or less the same, really. I mean, I did say at the start, I didn't expect a flurry of goals in a game like this. Crazy. It's United fans all over, man. United fans are the biggest verbalists, and then they go into hiding. But United fans are shameless, you know. They twerked for City over Arsenal all season last year, and then City were kind enough to dunk on their heads and take their treble. Basically took the chain off their neck, you know. Took your treble at Wembley. You had the chance to dunk that off. I know my manager doesn't rub out against City at Wembley. I know we don't do that. Like, don't even rate them, man. There, we let Fabio Vieira deal with them at Wembley in the English Super Cup. And on the topic of Martinelli bagged against these, man. You lot thought you could take our doctor and you're crying about injuries now. We're playing 4D chess. We let Anthony score at Old Trafford last year, so you think he's lit. We're playing different games, man. Corner kick to Liverpool anyways. Liverpool have delivered. Boy, McAllister, probably fortunate he ain't been hooked yet. It's put into the box by Trent. It hasn't got anywhere. Liverpool are living dangerously. There could be a counter-attack. Jeremy Doku, 1v1. Some dodgy skills I don't know. I mean, these skills haven't gone anywhere, but I don't even know what skill that was. It was lit, though. Someone got ripped, and it's still here with City. I can't lie. You just got to fight Jeremy Doku, man. You just got to do mad threats. Watch after the game in the car park. Watch, because these skills should be doing that on national TV. Can't have it, Jason, from these guys, man. Like, what United supporting cousins? I hear all this nonsense, and my group chat's lit. I can't accept it. Big up yourself, Jason, in the cup. I don't think they will, you know. I don't think they will. Goals change games. And at 1-0, it's dangerous. It's a dangerous lead. But with just over half an hour left, I don't know. Kyle Walker. Ooh, what's this? Walker. Seth Foden. It's a good block by Van Dijk, really. Walker's found Alvarez. Alvarez, fake shot. Offside flag to the rescue. Boy, it's been a good watch. It's not been the thrilling of games, but it's been a good watch. Man United are woeful. We scored 3 against their first team at Old Trafford. Don't forget to big up yourself. You lot played like your Z team. I'm pretty sure half the Newcastle players, some of their fans, even though beating Man United is not even. To be fair, we can't turn up at Old Trafford, which needs to change. But beating Man United, they don't hold the same weight. Man United are like that. You see, when you're in school and there's that girl that was everybody's crush, and you leave school, they're 16 and pregnant, they're rubbed out now, they're fat and that. Like that's what United are at all. United are the drug dealers that turn to crackheads, like the bullies that have been bullied finally, like Debo. Nobody cares. And if they're, I'm seeing, not that I'll back Spurs, but if you're looking into Defoe's transfers at Spurs, whole heap of crimes Sir Alex Ferguson's done. I can't lie, whole heap of crimes. When we lost our invincible thing, so many charges need to be flung away of Sir Alex Ferguson. There's so much sinning that man has done in the darkness that needs to come to light. Big up Ferguson. Now, once again, these boots that Trent is wearing, David Beckham-esque, innit? Stop showing Pep Guardiola crouching down to show the game. Trent delivers a good corner, really. Seems like everybody's just waiting for the ball to bounce. Salah gets something on it. It's very scrappy. Foden hooks it clear, but there's height. There's not really length. Pause. And it's here with Timikas. Certain managers said errors come to an end. Let's talk about them, man, innit? I rate Ten Hag. He's definitely inside the job. Darwin Núñez, cannons off Bernardo Silva. It's here with Matip of all people. Haaland defended against Matip as Matip tries to venture forward. I mean, Matip, you're like 6 foot odd. You're never going to get them fouls. And City say thank you for that. Julian Alvarez, not the best of options from him. Oh, surely a handball there. Ref says play on. Shabazlan. Docu, I know he has time to grow, but boy, it'd be a pain. Ferguson paid off refs. Bro, to be fair, to get to the top, you have to probably do something dodgy, innit? But no one, Alex Ferguson was doing hella cheating, man. We probably would as well, but come on, man. Look how we lost our invincibles. The amount of dodgy decisions, whether it's Ferguson time, whatever. I'm not trying to slander the legend, but come on, man. United fans know in their hearts, Alex Ferguson was paying people off, man. I think Arteta has the tactics to win the Prem. But his talent ID is hit and miss at best. Man United fans have nothing to say. Their club is in the mess. I think Arsenal, as much as we've improved and Arteta's got us roaring again, we create our own problems. As great, there's no shame in losing to anything, losing a game to the City side or corner kick to Liverpool, by the way. Or it's into the hands of Edison. As I was saying, there's no shame in losing out to this City side against a generational coach and all the things they've got. There's no shame in losing a game or losing the league. But in our hearts, we know that Arsenal, it weren't a that thing. Like we lost last season because we bottled it. Simple as that. When it came to crunch time, whatever. And I think with Arteta, he's got that Wenger thing about him in that I think he believes in certain players a bit too much. I think we put players in boots they can't fill. Like not everyone can be 50 Cent. Some people have to be Tony Yeo. I like Jorginho, but relying on him for 20 odd games is an issue. 65 million on Havertz, where we're trying to close the gap on City, which is near enough impossible. I don't see how that's done. And yeah, we got 80 odd Foden's offside. We got 80 odd goals last season. We got 20 odd this year. On the face of it, goals aren't necessarily a problem, but we're not creating enough. We're not clinical enough. We're kind of naive defensively and shoot ourselves in foot, as you see, as you saw in the build up to the goal against Newcastle, as you saw against Chelsea, as you saw against Spurs, as you saw against Fulham. And I just think that maturity in the players and Arteta has to be better. And we just need, I think there's too many questions in midfield for me. Yes, football is decided in the final third and in the defensive third, but the midfield, big up Declan Rice, and I like Partey. I don't think Jorginho's a bad player. He can play in the squad, but there'll be a time where I can genuinely believe Arsenal will win a league title. Until I see certain things, I don't think it'll be that. That being said, I want to go all the way, man. United are the kings of being, 1 point behind or something. I mean, statistically, you lot are in the most informed side, so you lot have to win the league. You have to win the league. Like you lot were saying, you have to win the league. How many top 6 sides you beaten this season, though? Boy, I know Manchester's ours, but you know what we do? Ball into the box, no one there. City pack, United pack. We got that. You lot got dealt with by Arsenal, by Spurs, bent over backwards by City. Hey, John Ant, man. I rate you, but go and deal with United. It's not even fun anymore, man. You lot are meaty now. Casemiro busting out. You lot are making Varane look like a peasant. Phil Foden twisting and turning, bobbing and weaving. Still waiting for the game to spark into life, but it's like what I said earlier. I just feel with the international break and the momentum kind of being killed in that, I didn't think it would be that kind of game. Like if you was making a highlight reel of City versus Liverpool, didn't think it would be that. Luis Diaz interested to play with Barcelona. I hear that. But when's that move going to happen? How much are Liverpool going to let him go for, really? Surely you want a decent fee. Without even typing in his name, then I bet there's probably a rumor that Rafinha swap deal. And to be fair, for Arsenal, Chelsea, how much of a dodge bullet does Rafinha look? Jeremy Doku. Does he get past Trent? Does get past Trent. It is a decent delivery. Haaland appealing for a pen? I don't know. This is horrible defending by Liverpool. Rodri. Oh, ref, did that hit a hand? Appeals for a handball? I don't know. I think there'll be a look. I think that's ridiculous. Like I said at the start, boot it at someone's hand. That if that's a pen, I need to see it again, but I think that'd be super harsh. There's no point being a defender now. What happened? Nah, they need to slow it right down. Look like it hit the thigh of Gravenbeck. Let's see that again. Nah, I must admit it did get me first time. I don't think that's a pen. It's hit my man's backside or something. Boy, whose Liverpool shirt is that on the side of the pitch as well with the water bottle? Anyways, it's a corner, an in-swinger. Julian Alvarez, is he playing it short or is he delivering? Julian Alvarez, he delivers. It's swung to the back post. Did it come off a Liverpool shirt? No, it didn't. It's a goal kick. How good has Salah been? DG? Anonymous, really. But that's nothing to do with Salah. Like, I think he has been better than, the person he came on for. But I don't think Liverpool's midfield three has done enough. And I don't think their forward three has done enough. And maybe a bit of that indirectly has to go to Klopp because there's a lack of build-up and cohesion in that regards. But it is what it is. Shout out the Liverpool travelling fans, man. It can't have been, well, it's not that far, but, for the working class ones of us, making your way there early fixture, it can't have always been straightforward. Edison, it's still only 1-0. And Liverpool do have the quality to nick something, but they have to start playing like it. Rodri, Ake, Edison, the goalie. What's he done? He's found Diaz. Akanji inverting into midfield. I mean, what a lovely system it is, these lot plays. Ridiculous, isn't it? Quite unfair. If that's a pen, then my aunt is my uncle. The wickedest thing is, you're right, but we'll see incidences like that in other games. Not that there's even a shout of handball because hit his thigh. Somehow they will say unnatural position. It's a penalty. You know how the Prem is. They just make it up. Julian Alvarez. You and Salah are annoying me. I need the FPL points. Alvarez has found Jeremy Doku. I don't know where Trent is, but Matic will have to deal with it. He squared it. Gravenbeck has hooked it. It's another Manchester City corner. Another corner. Liverpool are lacking belief. They don't believe they can beat this City team. I hear that. Personally, the biggest thing Arteta has done when you knew Partey gets injured, not sorting it out sooner is a no-no. I always compare our midfield to our injuries, and we have brought some depth, but I always compare it to winter. It's like, obviously, it is 2 o'clock basically, well, 1:54. If I leave my house right now, I'm planning to stay up for a significant period of time. It's winter. Him swinging corner. Alvarez, is someone going to get on that? It's, oh my, Alisson again. Oh, I think he's been saved, ref. Is that a foul, really? Alisson's bacon's been saved there. I need to see that again. I don't think that's a foul, ref. I think you got to have a look at that. Keepers are too protected. I mean, what's going on there? I don't think that's a foul. I think Alisson's a lucky boy. What's happened? To be fair, maybe. Nah, man. If that's the other way around, are you getting a pen for that? Nah, man. Good finish by the centre-back Diaz. Man. You're never getting that in Sunday League. You're never getting that in Sunday League. That threw me off what we was actually talking about now. Nah, man. Come on, man. On the best of days, keepers are protected. To be fair, maybe that arm from Akanji, if he's actually hooked him, then yeah, fair enough. Dark arts. Arteta teaching Pep. He learned that from Benjamin White. Fair enough. You're never getting that Sunday League, though. You're never getting that. You're never getting that. To be fair, you're never going to get them things anymore with VAR, are you? But the thing is, that will happen on another day, and the outcome will be different. That's what annoys me, and I'm sure you lot as well. Like, that will be given in the next... Like, that could happen with Newcastle, Chelsea, and it will be given. But hey, Matic. McAllister, oh, terrible. He's had a stinker today, man. Akanji. Was Julian Alvarez fouled there? Ref says, forget that. No, he hasn't. He's pulled it back. I thought that was a finish. Never getting that foul. Think he's a lucky lad, man, really. But it might not have been caught by a camera. To be fair, in one of the replays, it does look like Akanji is holding on to Alice's hand. It's a bit of dark arts. He knows what he's doing. If that's why it's been done, then fair enough. In the moments after that, I don't think you can appeal that. And I would have loved for the goal to stand purely because I would have been that Alvarez assist. I need all the FPL points I can get. DG, who will be Ten Hag's first top 6 win this season? I don't know, man, because United are dodgy. Like I don't know, honestly. Whenever we got you at Old Trafford, because we never do at Old Trafford. You're not going to talk resistance with Lovely Spurs. Never want them to win anything. Dark arts. Alisson had no idea. Happiest man in the place. Bernardo Silva delivers, surely offside. Anyways, Rodri's headed over, but surely the offside flag would have been risen. Either way, it's gone over. Salah must score a goal. Every point is important. Still have time, even to the last minute. Pope makes mistakes like that, but he's always punished for it. He's a flapper and panics when he's lost confidence. I hear that. Ramsdale does that crap as well. And to be fair, Raya, initially when you signed, I did think from crosses you look quite convincing. That's left you now. Even Emi Martinez looks a bit shaky at that. And Leno, that was never a strong point for you. Jeremy Doku gets past one, finds Bernardo Silva. Get back to Doku. Get back. Says, forget that. Oh, this Bernardo Silva guy. And he is pulled, ref. I can't lie to you. That's where Bernardo Silva's better off going on the floor. Like, Matip has pulled him. He's tried to stay on his feet and dropped. I think that's ridiculous cool. Alisson taking notes from the DG school of cheating. Me cheat? Never, man. I'm the most squeaky clean Sunday League footballer you ever see. Van Dijk. Szoboszlai. Luis Diaz. What the beef? Buys Mohamed Salah. Darwin Núñez. Is that a corner? Surely is. And that's the thing. Like, you would think, not that I don't think Liverpool are lacking the confidence, but the way the game's being played, it's like it's a two-legged tie or City have 3 goals. Like, it's still only 1-0. One moment of brilliance from Liverpool splits this game on its head. Simple as that. I don't know if that technically was going off target. Edison had to make that. It's not cheating if you're not caught. I think that's sound advice that could be applied in multiple disciplines. Comment on the live stream. Corner kick is all entertainment. Corner kick to Liverpool. Edison collects another convincing one from the Brazilian keeper. In fact, I can't even say Brazilian keeper. There's 2 of them in it. Cody Gakpo is entering the field, people. For who though? Is he going to go into central midfield? Or, are you going to put Salah up front and him out wide? Or are you going to put Cody up front? Nathan Ake. Throw in City. Cheating is a Fergie thing. The Fergie time it's been brought in to VAR, Man United still struggle. Manufacturing an advantage. I love that. If you fall for the games, then you're the one playing, DG. You lot are, in your philosophical bags, isn't it? Great comments. Szoboszlai off. Well, I know Kai Havertz made a difference against City. You heard it here first. Kai Havertz is scoring a header today. We'll finally see an open play goal from Kai Havertz today. I'll deny I said this if it doesn't happen though. McAllister. I think you're fortunate to still be on the pitch, really. Jeremy Doku. Got to keep on the field. Throw into Liverpool, surely, or did it come off another man? Game's getting a bit scrappy now. About 18 minutes left, folks. Excluding that long time. I can't imagine there'll be too much. There hasn't been too many stoppages I think that's been a benefit with this game. There hasn't been too many stoppages today. The game's been quote unquote fairly free flowing. And big up you lot for tuning in as well, wherever you lot are. Whether you're on Twitch or on YouTube, shout out to the Twitch ones. Make sure you subscribe with Amazon Prime. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you're hitting the like button. 2 more live streams from myself today. Matip, Trent, first time he finds Cody Gakpo. Even that, just a decent first touch from Cody Gakpo. This has been missing from a lot of Liverpool's attackers today. He's tried to find Salah, but this is what I mean. Like, you've come to play. Oh, I mean, I wonder if you know, hindsight's a wonderful thing, and in life we would change a lot of things. But I wonder what if you could speak to Klopp, what would he have changed about the lineup or personnel he went with for today if he could go back in time? Kyle Walker. Good run from Kyle Walker. He finds Phil Foden. Phil Foden. Surely a foul. Darwin Núñez fouls him. Free kick to City. The only place cheaters don't prosper is heaven. I don't go heaven though. But you're right, man. Enzo clear of McAllister. Who's Enzo? Wait. We've got agendas for that guy, but that's for the next stream. Darwin Núñez actually picks up a yellow card. So he has been found today. And I'm going to keep saying it in the hope that there's more drama. But it's still only 1-0. Get a bit forward. Pardon me, sorry. Yawning up the place. But, yeah. Still only 1-0. I do think, you know what, Omar, I think you're right. I think Liverpool have played with an inferiority complex. It doesn't look like all of their players have believed they could get something today. And there probably is a bit of nervousness. Alvarez over this set piece is going to have to be something, a well-worked routine, because can't really trouble Alisson immediately. I don't think he's putting this into the box, you know. I would, but it feels like this is something from the training ground. I could be wrong, but let's see what he does. He does put it into the box. It is a good delivery. Haaland gets his head on it, but it's sailed over. Are you staying on to the Arsenal game? Indirectly, yeah. Well, we will be watching the Arsenal game. Don't you worry. 5 p.m. I normally go live at an hour, but we had to cut it to half just because we're going to watch Newcastle, Chelsea. Alisson. It's just gone long. Akanji gets his head to it. Trent knocks it forward. But that's the thing. Darwin Núñez at least make the ball stick. To be fair, he's tried to win the header. Doku 9 dribbles completed. I don't know. To be fair, it's not. Doku's been okay. And I just think it's not been exciting. It's not terrorized Trent. But I think the game plan's worked. I think Doku has played just because, you know, Trent's obviously inverted and has to pick his moments. But again, Trent can't afford to be lackadaisical when you're playing someone that is, you know, going to quote unquote, not hug the touchline, but hug the touchline. Grealish is just going to go into midfield. So I think that is a way of, indirectly, actually, a way of Pep defending, actually, because Trent's dangerous in the final third. You make him a bit scared to go forward. You've indirectly taken him out of the game. I don't think Luis Diaz knew too much about that, but I think he's been booked technically. Hands all in the face of Phil Foden. Hope Foden's all right. You lose an eye like that. No, I'm chatting. Is Pep the best manager of all time? In my opinion, yeah. 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 He's a GOAT. Yeah, they can say he spends a lot of money and all these things, and they're right, but it's like a Michelin star chef. If a Michelin star chef says, I need the best ingredients, I need this plant grown here that it's only cropped twice a year, you can't go to Matalan. You can't go to Aldi and Lidl and get them products and expect him to cook a meal. He only deals with creme de la creme. And even that, when he came through at Barcelona, you know, yes, you had Messi and all of these things, but he got rid of so many star players. Industry plants like Busquets and Pedro came out of nowhere and just looked lit. And to be fair, even when Pep was at Barcelona, I watched Messi play. I don't want to say the fullback because he's a madman, but when you see the starting positions of Jordi Alba, Lionel Messi, this mad fullback that's fortunately facing charges for nastiness that we don't condone. Starting positions were ridiculous. He is the GOAT. Ferguson, who arguably could be a GOAT as well, always be Wenger for me. He had no ideas in 2 finals. And to be fair, that Wembley final is one of the best Champions League finals I've ever witnessed. Liverpool could be on the counter-attack here, Mo Salah played it behind Diaz. Diaz has a lot to do, and there is a lot of numbers back for City. Diaz, oh, do you know what? That ball's better. Salah's in. It's been cut out. In fact, the rest pulled play back here. What's play been blown back for? You didn't quite catch that. The ref getting away. Big up yourself. Pep really spends that weight, Rose. Yeah, man. It was brazy, bro. Do you know why Messi is the best footballer I've ever watched? Yeah, but he makes no sense. Like he must. Or is it two? Good save by Alisson. I don't mean this in a nasty way, but he must be a bit autistic because he just, with people that have autism, their brain is unlocked. Like I remember I watched on Google on a Google documentary. There's this autistic guy. They put him in a helicopter all around London, and he could remember. He drew it. He drew every road, everything. I think Messi must have that. He's just playing football at a higher frequency. Like the man walks like you. Oh, it's 1-1. I told you it's only 1-0. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Nicks it, lad. Scouser. Hey. Controversy drama, lad. Fullback union. DG inspired. You see us fullbacks. We never get enough praise. And we make the difference. See what we're doing. Tread. Dramatic. Is that the most dramatic goal he's ever scored for Liverpool? A lot of that is capping, but yeah. And this is where it is. City haven't killed the game. Diaz affecting the game very well. Mohamed Salah, please tell me you technically got the assist. FPL. Oh, it's good play. Good play. Again. See what happens when Liverpool's players actually turn up in the final third. There's only one thing on Trent's mind, and when you've got boots like that, you've got to make the difference. And he has. Drama, lad. Nah, Ten Hag's just outside asking for money, man. The way Ten Hag manages like them people you get on the train, like, oh, can I just get £8 like, so I can get a hostel? I'm not going to buy drugs. We know you are. But yeah, Messi sees stuff. I promise you go and watch Messi. He's walking. But there's a method to the madness. He's just walking. He's disinterested. And then it's just, he just gets it going. And then by the time you've even clocked what's going on, it's late. Pep stressed. I don't envy being a manager. And I mean, Manchester City have showed this on occasion. They did it against Chelsea and they've done it today where you've had chances to kill the game and get more goals and you haven't. Being interesting, 9 minutes now. Boy, Shabozla subbed off, yeah. 65 minutes, got an assist against these lot, just saying, I hear it. DG hat-trick, incoming 3 streams today. Smash the likes, DG grind all there. Appreciate that, man. We're trying. I feel Kai is being scapegoated. Nunes cost 60 million, hasn't pulled up any trees at City as well as Guardiola. Same as Mount at United or Enzo at Chelsea. To be fair, them players actually ballers. Nunes, I think there's moments. I do agree with you with Nunes, but I think there's times he's come through in his defense for Liverpool. Guardiola, I think he's doing okay. Ancelotti is sick, by the way. Mount, to be honest, I think United fans onto Mount as much as us about Kai Havertz, if I'm honest. And Enzo deserves a lot of criticism. Still, he got 100 million. DG knows, boy, he told us Liverpool could score. I wouldn't say appreciate that, but we're just watching the game, mate. You can see it, a draw is a fair result. City haven't killed the game. You don't kill the game, it's crazy. It's like a boxing match. You stop punching your opponent when he's down on the ground and the ref says stop it. Liverpool are hard to kill like young spray, man. Only some of you will get that. It's a free kick to City. I still want to be right with my 1-1 prediction, but could we see another goal? What do you lot think? Could there be more drama? Haaland and Trent Alexander-Arnold, the difference makers today. Julian Alvarez to take this. Will Pep make some subs? Don't know. Julian Alvarez, you go missing today, man. You can make it up to everyone if you slap this in. I don't care about the result. I just want my points for FPL. I care too much about it. To be honest, it's a good position. Meaty from Alvarez. We have seen, I'm sure you've scored a free kick this season now. Trent Alexander-Arnold up against Phil Foden. He hooks it with his left peg to Kyle Walker. Julian Alvarez. Jeremy Doku. And to be honest, with it being 1-1, I'm just thinking about the Alvarez opportunity where he's been played in and he's fondled it over the bar. You see why like someone said earlier, fine margins. You see why you have to do these things. That's a great pass by Rodri. He's found Doku. Can Doku find a City shirt? Yeah, you need to come off now. Pep, you need to take him off. It didn't work, but the very fact he tried to shoot is ridiculous. Salah's killed Cody Gakpo there. Ake's done well. Madness. One more goal. Karl Heinz starting today, DG, please, no. I think he's terrible, if I'm honest. It looks like Klopp smells blood. I'm capping a bit, but he's bringing on Harvey Elliott and Endo. Nice boots from Harvey Elliott. Match the kit. Darwin Núñez coming off. So is that Cody Gakpo up front then? DJ draw is good. Both are Ops lose points. Draw's a fair result. And to be honest, I think everyone would take a draw against City. But I'd rather City lose, innit? Like, obviously, I don't want to see Liverpool win and things. But I think, if you're Arsenal, if you're Liverpool, if wherever, it's best that City drop points. Like, City actually have to lose games. Like, City have made this league unfair. Like, it's obviously the league doesn't always correlate. But I genuinely think if you're trying to win a Premier League title, it's like you're sitting there in August and thinking about that. If you're not aiming for 90 points, and 90 points isn't feasible, maybe even 100, but 90 points region, can forget it, man. Does Klopp start subbing to hold a draw? It's difficult, man. I think both teams can't force it. Because do you risk losing a point in the pursuit of gaining all three? I think you just have to be easy now. I think if you're Klopp and Pep, you're just begging your players to show some maturity. To be fair, Núñez ain't really played that much. But all the names, you're not wrong, Em. But the names you said there, I'd have a lot more time for them than Kai Havertz, if I'm honest. Harvey Elliott would be typical if Arsenal don't capitalise on this City-Liverpool draw and win against Brentford. Listen, I don't think we're at the point in the season. I think we just need to try and do our job. Brentford's a difficult game. We're quite shaky in London derbies. Jeremy Doku, how have you given him a free kick for that? I think that's, again, I might be wrong. I think that's a madness. Matip's been booked. Has to be for the protest. Let's see that again. Nah, I don't know. We need to see that again. Do you know what? You have to give it to the ref. He actually got... I think the yellow's harsh. It is a foul. I don't know why he got a yellow card for that. Maybe it's a case of, I don't think he has, but Matip's conceded a lot of fouls today or made a lot of fouls. I don't know. I think a yellow card is very harsh. Very, very harsh. But fair enough, ref. Fair enough, Might have an Acheron or something. I don't know. Pardon me. 4 minutes left, folks. Bernardo Silva over the City only have themselves to blame. If you're City, you didn't kill the game. You switched off like Liverpool. You didn't kill the game. Especially if it stays like this. For Liverpool, if you offer Liverpool fans or Klopp a point before the game, you'd be stupid not to want to take a point against a team like City, more so at home. Their home record's amazing, really. They ain't. I think this will be the first draw in a hot minute, actually. But in hindsight, had Liverpool turned up in the first half or played like how they've kind of played in patches in the second, what would have been said? Corner kick, it's a good knock. Alisson collects. He's fallen in the goal, but now he's actually fouled there. Studs on the ankle, fair enough. Arsenal won't win the league because we lack chance creation. I don't think we have enough strength in depth. I don't think our players are not mentally strong enough, but are seasoned and street smart enough for such. It's a myth. Ref, if I was you, I'd ask Alisson to take his hands off me. Keepers love doing that into their gloves. I'm not quite sure why the game's delayed now. He was actually fouled there, Alisson. I think you're fortunate for the first one. But yeah. If you can't win, get a draw. I'm from round the way. I'm gonna leave with something. There you have it. If you can't win, don't lose. Simple as that. Or Everton United tomorrow is gonna be good, isn't it? I think Spurs Villa will be good, but Everton, I need you to. There could be a potential head injury. I need you lot to hit Man United with everything you've got. Kyle Walker is down. Sorry, Akanji. Holding the back of his head. I hope he's all right. What happened there? Well, to be fair, there's no malice from Cody Gakpo. He's tried to, when you jump for a header and your elbows are there, it's kind of caught him in the back of his head. You be all right. I guess technically reckless play, but to hand out yellows, or is he handing out yellows to other players? To Bernardo Silva. I mean, one thing I admire City, but they are quite moany in it. I'm talking about the players. Like when things are not going their way, they come across as spoiled, entitled brats, really and truly. City already have themselves to blame. They ain't killed the game. They're experienced enough to know that. I'm not quite sure why Bernardo was, but probably for protesting. Do you rate Jota? Yeah, I do. I don't rate him as highly as I did at Wolves, but naturally not going to stand out as much. You know, surrounded by the quality of Liverpool. I did think he'd be a much better signing than he's been, but yeah. DG question here, why the keepers spit in their gloves? Warren, I don't know. It's just something I've seen keepers did. I just think they do it. I don't know. Is it for grip? Pause? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm only 5'8". I could never be a goalie in it. Well, then again, yeah, shit given. You know, subs from Pep. Fair enough, Guardiola. For me, I feel like last season was our best. It was the best opportunity. But we, you know, I've always said, I think we threw it away when, you know, you go naiveties. Like Arsenal have, unfortunately, as much as I think we've improved, we shoot ourselves in the foot. Last season, you go 2-0 up at Anfield. You offer me a point before the game, I'm biting off your arm for that. But 2-0 up at Anfield, somehow, you know, we're quite fortunate we didn't lose that game. Big up Ramsdale. You know, the Brentford game, which was marred by VAR, of course. But you need to kill games like that. West Ham, you need to kill those games. That naivety. We shoot ourselves in the foot too much. And a lot of it is, for me, with the players. You've got to be a lot more street smart. Ultimately, a team's a reflection of the manager, so it's Arteta. So I would say that. Making games harder than it needs to be. You know, I don't think we've got enough strength in midfield in particular. There's a lot of players that I don't feel are bad in this Arsenal team, but if you're looking for a league title, a lot of you are going to have to play more minutes than I'd like to see. 8 minutes of added on time. So that's why I just don't think it's going to be done. Where they got 8 minutes from? Jeremy Dock, who skips past Trent? I lied, he doesn't. And yeah, man, someone get this street fighter done off the pitch, man. You're not ready for the big games yet, man. Reece James locked you up. Trent locked you up. Benjamin White locked you up. Wait. Free Palestine, man. To stop others from shaking their hands. Boy. Keepers are crazy, man. That's why with keepers, it's always a sparring thing on Sundays. To be honest, I don't really like shaking people's hands. But obviously, you shake a hand. I don't really like shaking hands because you don't know where people's hands. I'm quite funny like that. I don't know where people's hands have been. Rather, like, you could have been in your, like, especially Sunday league. You could have been waiting. Your teammates could have been late. You could have been having a cheeky wank or something in your car and shaking your hand. It's all crazy. You could have been doing something booky with your missus. No, I don't really like handshakes, but rather do that where possible. But it's rude, isn't it? And to be honest, like when I go into like professional environments where, you know, certain others, it is funny when they go to like someone that you don't expect to try and spud you. I'll purposely try to shake your hand like, hey, mate, what? Don't know what you're doing there. What's that? Had it in our hands, man. We love to listen until Arsenal can address these things. Crazy. 7 minutes left to go at this game. Can there be drama? Liverpool do like drama. Would be funny if Liverpool nick it. Klopp and Pep rallying their troops to keep going. Oh, was that? I could be spot on with my 1-1 prediction. Should have bet on that, innit? Can I be right about 1-1 and Kai Havertz scoring a header today? I'm scared of Newcastle. I mean, not Newcastle, Brentford. Is it Jensen? I know you got something for us today. Or whatever his name is. The midfielder with the long hair. Luis Diaz, who's probably threw his hat into the ring to start the next game. Endo, Cody Gakpo. I don't know what Cody Gakpo was doing there. Surely Endo's got to be booked there. Ref has said play on. There's not really an advantage there. Surely Endo's got to be booked. I mean, he's got to take the booking, but it all came with Cody Gakpo messing about on the ball, really. I like Doku, but frustrating, man. You must frustrate Pep. But that's what you sign up to with young players. Gravenbeck, Salah, you killed Diaz there. Killed Diaz. Good defending by Kyle Walker. Goal kick to City. Don't forget, folks, in 25 minutes, actually, we're going to be watching Chelsea against Newcastle. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to watch that on a stream, innit? Hate 3 o'clock kickoffs. But we do that for the guys, man. And at 5 p.m. we're watching Brentford versus Arsenal, folks. So yeah, see you lot for that one. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Both teams can't afford to make mistakes. Good hold-up play by Salah. Harvey Elliott. Good play by Harvey Elliott. I spoke too soon. You're doing too much in possession, Harvey. You got to go and address that mistake. Haaland. Oh, Haaland's general play has improved a tenfold. He's earned a throw-in for his team. Me, Salah assist. Who else? Salah assist, Trent goal. No, Trent's not in my FPL. Forget what he does. Salah assist. Haaland goal. You know what, my FPL, we can move. Alvarez, you should have bagged it as well. It really should be 2-1 City, if I'm honest. Like, I don't know how Alvarez missed that opportunity. Phil Foden. When his team is on top, he's ever present. When the going gets tough, the man ain't back. His mum did it, so it's not something you can rely on. Rodri, Akanji, Phil Foden. Has my slander worked? Kyle Walker. Rodri puts it into the mix. It's actually found Doku. That's a brilliant one. Alvarez, sorry. Bernardo Silva, his effort blocked. He's delivered it into the box. Naive from Bernardo there. Ake. Relentless from City now. Jeremy Doku. You can see the tired legs from both teams now. That's not nice, Antonio. No one, but someone from Spurs. Jeremy Doku, the one time he tries to pass, it's cut out. Fair enough. Akanji's lost his footing. I'm not going to lie, man. I think it still ends 1-1, but the more it kind of goes on and both teams look a bit nervous and tired, it feels like it might be smash and grab settings. Phil Foden. 3 minutes left for Liverpool to hold out for. Phil Foden puts it into the box. It's horrible by Foden. I don't know what he saw. To be fair, I don't know why Bernardo Silva is moaning at Doku. Too short. Ouch. 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 Sorry, folks. I'm getting a cramp. Boy. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Liverpool's prodigal son. Bagged. Trent, man of the match. I think he's been good today, but I don't think there is a man of the match. Like, people have been decent. I don't think no one's done much today. But I mean, you know what? He's nicked it for his team. Good finish. Good finish. You could see he only had one thing on his mind. Great celebration from Trent as well. That must be a great feeling, you know. To sit there in front of, I don't even know if he celebrated like that in front of the Liverpool end or in City, but you're at up ground, your team's losing, you equalize in dramatic circumstances. Then that must be lit. Us fullbacks. Boy. Phil Foden. Timicast. You know what? Timicast has been underrated today. I've been saying, don't let me down now, but you've been all right today. I think Timicast had a good game. Like, you got under the radar. To be fair, if anything, I think Liverpool were... Doku, that's a ball. Is that a corner? I believe it is. Alisson, time wasting settings. Well, in fact, why would you waste time if it is a corner? I think his hamstring's gone. Have Liverpool used up all their subs? I mean, Alisson's a smart man. There's no way you're going to be acting with injuries from a corner at this moment. But like, Klopp's face is funny sometimes. His facial expressions are funny. He's back up to his feet. I think you're just going to have to play on the adrenaline. Akanji on Alisson again. He's letting the ref know, look, I ain't doing anything. To be fair, if that's Sunday League, you take him off the keeper, ball into the... Oh, inches. That's what she said. It looked like it might say in. I think Haaland got his head on that and flicked it. Pep sees the funny side of it. Foden only bags when the hard work has been finished. Amen. It's like you're getting rushed and someone, as you lie there on the floor after you've been kicked, blooded and bruised, like Foden just comes and just that. Boy, that's a cold jacket from Pep Guardiola, isn't it? That's why I think Alisson was legitimately hurt, innit? You're not going to be doing all of that. City look vulnerable in big 6 games this season. It's unlike them. Yeah, but the thing with City, like, they will lose battles, if not necessarily losing a result, but dropping points. They'll win the war, innit? Like, the one thing you could say with City, they'll be a lot more consistent than Arsenal, then Liverpool, then whoever across the course of 38 games, innit? So, yeah. Oh, Diaz. Oh, do you know what? If he was aware of his surroundings and he took a touch potentially, it could have been something. But that's all this game has had to say, people. That's all there's been. It ends 1-1. Trent Alexander-Arnold makes sure Liverpool gets a share of the spoils. We've hit 100 likes, people, so big up you lot. Again, in just under 15 minutes, we go again. Rah, rah, rah. Who's Pep beefing? Darwin Núñez. Why is he beefing? Why is Pep beefing Darwin Núñez? Hey, bang him, bang him. Bang him. Hey, you lot fight, man. Fight, man. The hell? What's Darwin Núñez's problem? You got missus problems, man. When man act like that for no reason, you've got missus problems, man. Something's wrong with the missus. What the hell happened there? What's wrong with Donny? Anyways, as I was saying, it's a share of the spoils for both teams, people. It's only a perfect result if we do our job. But hey, big up the kitchen whippers. Yeah, missed nothing. Low-key affair, really. It weren't quite the Liverpool City game we're used to. To be fair, one of the most exciting moments was whatever the hell Darwin Núñez is doing there. Klopp still sees the funny side of it. To be honest, a point against Liverpool, a point against City at home especially is a good point. I guess if you're Liverpool, you're probably wondering to yourself, had we have turned up in the first half, what could have been? Ultimately, City, I guess, were naive in terms of closing out the game. And as we all know, in the Premier League, 1-0 is a dangerous scoreline. But yeah, people, in under 15 minutes, we're going to watch Chelsea Newcastle. So let me go and set that up. Safe. And in line with Trent.
Against this right back, Charlie.
There's always just that active red flag. Defenders, I think,